give the cards away? No subs, no kicks, no memberships. A $2 tip is our biggest tip. You don't have any money. Can you watch my stream anyway?
No.
I don't care about internet bitches. What happens is, if I even joke, my detractors take it as something serious and then they make toxic content out of it. But here's the thing. They make toxic content out of everything. I don't fake tips. I never have. I have literally never once in the entirety of the time that I've been a creator on the internet faked a contribution. There's no chance I'm reading your toxic negative message, but I will say thank you for your money. We have no mods tonight. You can enjoy your band.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the series where I watched a streamer for a whole week. Today we're covering my most requested subject, DSP, also known as Darksydephil. I'm not sure why DSP was requested more than any other content creator, but I'm excited to learn more about him. Before we get into it, let's rank the last person we watched for a week, which was Frogan. Though it doesn't matter how DSP is going to be, I don't anticipate he's going to be worse than Frogan. It's just not possible, right? So coming into this, all I know about DSP is that he's been making content for a really long time. I recognize his name from when I used to watch Machinima as a teen, and I remember he went really viral when he accidentally streamed himself jacking on stream. So I'm coming into this very fresh and very neutral towards DSP. A few questions I want answered over the course of this week is: 1. What is DSP's content? 2. Is he worthy of having so many haters that catalog his every minute? And 3. What can be done to improve his content? So without further ado, let's jump into it.
All right, and then we have another $2 tip. Please shove them up your ass. Okay, I will. I'm going to shove the entire box up my ass. Thanks for $2.
Okay, right off the bat, I already have a lot to say, just from the very first frame. In typical streamer fashion, we have a waiting screen. And already, out of the 3 streamers we have looked at on this series, this is somehow the best waiting screen so far. The music sounds like it's from a free music library. Let's see if his content actually reflects the vibes of the waiting screens. There's a ton of different cards that play during his waiting screens, none of which are credited, so I can't tell if any of them are fan-made, his edits, or AI generated. I'm leaning towards AI generated based on what we're going to see a little later. So we get to see the same waiting screens over and over again for 17 minutes before he finally starts. Then we have a transition screen where we spin in a neon geometric corridor. I don't know why, but I found the electric guitar ending to an awkward silence while it's spinning to be very funny.
What the hell is even that?
What is going on, everybody? Guess what? It's time for the start of a brand new week, a 6-day streaming week here on DSP Gaming.
Wait, I have to watch this guy for 6 days?
What the fuck?
So right off the bat, the setup is quite nice and very professional looking. But sadly, all I have to compare him to are Frogan and iDubbbz. But look! He takes the cake for best setup by a mile. He discusses the plan for today's stream.
We've got so much to talk about. I just had 2 days off, and we're going to talk all about what I was up to. Yes, including all the stuff that happened behind the scenes that we've been talking about recently and how it all went down. Plus, I'm finally done with Sorrows. And we're going to talk about Pokemon cards and all the stuff that's been going on the internet in regards to that. We're going to talk about all the drama that's involved with LTG right now, which is pretty crazy.
Then he throws us to an AI intro song.
Sit back and relax. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a week beginning episode of the Level 1 podcast.
And I wasn't happy to sit through another intro because we just sat through 17 minutes of an intro screen.
I finished my playthrough of Sorrows, which we're definitely going to talk about. In fact, why don't we just talk about it now and get it out of the way?
Apparently, he was doing a playthrough called Sorrows. Then he goes into the history of the game and discusses topics revolving the game.
Most people didn't even know the game had come out. And when I started playing it, they were like, what is Sorrows? I know. It didn't seem to get the media coverage. It didn't seem to get the promotion, the marketing.
Not a very gripping introduction segment in my opinion, but very much intended for a hardcore gamer or someone that's already been watching his content. But I'm sure we'll get into the swing of things. I'll give him a little bit of grace since it's my first time watching him.
The audience has told me they're bored. The support has dried up on the streams. Why on earth would I care about continuing with Sorrows? And the answer is, I don't.
Okay, so I think I'm starting to get the appeal now.
So you might face almost no tough enemies, and then sometimes you face an insane gauntlet of ridiculous enemies, and it's just not fair. And the game's like, oh, well, it's a roguelike, so that's okay. Well, no.
So it sounds like the game started getting way too hard for him, and it must have frustrated him to the point where he quit. DSP shouts out some donos.
Let's do some shout outs for early contributions.
In the middle of his donation shoutouts, he goes back to his rant justifying why he quit playing the game Sorrows from last week.
All right, I'm trying to entertain an audience. I'm trying to put out good content, and I can't really do it with the game that's that repetitive and is RNG, because at one run, I could easily turbo through a stage, and the next run, oh, it takes me 7 hours to beat World 5 because they keep throwing insane, unfair stuff at me.
That's a very normal experience to have while playing a game, but he just sounds so goofy, and I just can't put my finger on why this is so funny.
That's not entertaining to watch, and I know it's not, because people have been complaining about it all along. Okay?
I think it's because he's giving angry 6-year-old energy. No, I don't want to play this game anymore. Next, DSP discusses the most bizarre donation incentive I've ever heard.
Oh, by the way, I gotta ask, the Tractors are jealous. You dropped 10 subs. Do you want me to open a pack of Pokemon cards? Because that's the new thing we're doing. I guess this will be the next thing that we'll talk about on the podcast this morning. Did he do that because he wants Pokemon cards?
For every $50 donated, he will open up a pack of Pokemon cards. And it's not an accumulation of $50. It has to be a one-time donation of $50 or a combination of $50 by one person. And the Pokemon cards unboxing is going to be a theme throughout the whole week, so more on that later.
He said, sure, okay, okay. Oh, excuse me for a second. Our first flex of the week, yeah, frog. A week beginning flex here on the podcast. Very nice.
I don't know what this flex thing is about, but it seems to be some sort of channel meme. And I'm not going to make too much fun at it. Streamers do weird stuff like this all the time. Papa Gut, for example, loves showing off his thighs every now and then.
I'm a little fatter than I need to be, but we've been working on it. Not bad. Pretty decent. Got the build coming up.
But I guess the difference between them is he doesn't do it for money. I like this tangent he has about his hair.
My hair is bothering me today. You can see it's like puffed up in the back for some reason. Whatever. I'm just going to leave. It's going to look stupid anyway, no matter what I do.
Like, the whole vibe is slightly off, but no, I wasn't looking at his hair until he pointed it out. And also, more on my first impressions, his voice sounds a little funny. Sounds like he's trying to do an impression of something. And the clothes are a little goofy too. And his hair looks a little too black compared to his very gray beard. It's all quite an interesting package, to be honest. He continued with shouting out super chats.
And Top Marks at another $5 super sticker. There it is. Look at that. Critical hit. Those are cool. The super stickers being on stream now actually look really good.
So apparently, the Pokemon cards has been a very controversial addition to his content.
Now I said, hey, if people want more packs opened, I'm willing to do it. If someone does a $50 contribution, whether it's 10 subs like the Tractors Are Jealous just dropped, whether it's a $50 super chat, whether it's, I guess it would be 17 memberships on YouTube because they're about $3 each, all right? Or whether it's a $50 tip, whatever it may be, if you do a $50 contribution, you say, hey, Phil, yeah, I'd like you to do another unpacking, I will do one, all right? Now, I want you to understand that I really don't know much about this practice, this community, and I'm not doing it as a business venture. Okay, I'm not selling cards on stream. I have no plans to resell cards or anything like that. I'm not a Pokemon card creator. Okay, I have no intention on doing a whole show based around cards or card unpackings or anything like that. I want to make that abundantly clear. I'm just doing this as a way to kind of supplement my existing content because I thought it'd be something neat to do and something creative and different, okay?
Like, I'm not sure if I would call it an outright scam, but it is just very strange. And if you didn't address people talking shit about it, I really wouldn't care.
People on the internet have been talking about DSP is opening packs and, oh my God, he's a greedy, grifting scammer because he's charging people to open packs on stream and he doesn't even give them the cards and this and that, to which I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? I'm not a Pokemon card streamer. I don't care what everyone else already does. I don't give a fuck what any other community does or what they think that the criteria are. That's not what I'm doing. This is supplemental to a gameplay stream or a podcast. It's just an extra thing I'm doing. I could light this box on fire live and destroy all the cards inside. That would just ruin all the value of what could be an ultra rare card.
But he keeps rambling and ranting about how mad the Pokemon community is about him.
We were already going to open one pack because I'm playing Pokemon today. And I said, whenever we do a Pokemon stream, I'll open a pack. But in honor of Detractors Are Jealous dropping the 10 subs, we're going to do 2 packs.
Like, just move on, man. He's getting one guide by nobody.
He's not going to give the cards away.
And the happy music in the background really betrays what's going on here, too.
He's not going to open the whole box on his stream.
It's also important to note that he's multi-streaming to both YouTube and Kick. And the views, honestly, aren't too bad. For the podcast part, there's over 200 on YouTube at the very start, and around 125 on Kick. That's not too bad. And he's getting lots of donations and gifted subs at the top.
And then I received a $50 tip. Long live the king, please open a pack. All right, well, there you go.
So he's getting his viewers to donate to get him to open Pokemon cards. It sounds very silly and a little cringe, but it's working.
And you know what that means? Whenever we see a $50 contribution around here, it's time for the briefcase of affluence. Yeah. Oh, man. All those Pokemon card openers are crying. He's gonna open a pack?
I took a look at his Kick chat, and his Kick chat community is so much more different than the YouTube chat. After talking about his donations, he transitions to talking about his time off of streaming.
All right, let's get to talking about my days off, shall we? Because I know people want to know what happened and what I'm up to and everything, all this stuff, okay? I had an exercise machine that was arriving. I needed to not only be here to receive it, get it in the house, but I also needed to get it upstairs to where I was going to build it and set it up for use. That was going to take a tremendous amount of time and effort. There was no way I was going to be able to do that on a day when I was streaming, okay? But in addition to that, I had my usual stuff that I needed to do, my errands and stuff. And so I took an extra day off this week in order to have the time to do it. So how did it all go? Okay? Well, the machine arrived at 8 a.m.
He goes on to share one of the most mundane stories I've ever heard.
I said, your guy left this giant wooden pallet in front of my house. Like, what am I supposed to do with it? It's not mine. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't think I was going to own a wooden pallet.
So the story is he ordered a weight machine, the shippers left a wooden pallet, it was hard to bring the machine upstairs, and he put a foam mat under the machine to prevent it from damaging his floor. This whole pallet saga becomes a big point of contention later on, because his trolls are claiming that there's no way the shippers are going to leave a pallet. Then eventually he turns it into a command on his Kick stream, which is very strange.
Then tomorrow, I'm going to try to do butterflies, which is when you go like this with the machine, and this also works out your chest, just different muscles. The seated curls, which is your biceps. The straight standing pull, so this is interesting. The same thing that you use to do crunches, you could stand in front of the machine and attach a handle, and you pull like this, and that works out your back as well. It's a different way to work out your back that I've never done before. And leg lifts, where you just sit and you lift your legs up with the weight resistance, and that builds up your thigh muscles. So...
damn, he's really juicing this weightlifting machine anecdote.
$1,200. What's a core blaster extreme?
It strengthens your entire core. Your back core, your arm core, the Marine Corps actually uses it. I think that's how they got core.
It was crazy. It was a crazy amount of work.
It's as if he's trying to talk long enough such that the purchase could be considered a tax write-off. But Phil, you don't need to lift weights. Look at how strong your arms are, dude. I thought this was supposed to be a gaming podcast. Then he talks about his next day off.
Now, yesterday, I basically had a much more relaxed day. Yes, I still had to go out and do errands and the like, which I did. But for the most part, I stayed at home with my wife and we just relaxed together. We got to watch a bunch of YouTube videos. We listened to some music. We did a whole bunch of stuff. We had some good food. We had sushi. We ordered sushi, which was really good.
Ate pork chop for dinner. Had nice applesauce, too.
Next, he talks about internet drama with a content creator named Low Tier God.
So for those of you who aren't aware, Low Tier God, LTG, is not having a very good time right now. His life could be a little better. I mean, he's already going through a lot of bad shit. For example, he apparently tried to have a DNA test taken to prove that his daughter wasn't really his daughter so that he wouldn't have to pay child support.
So I guess he's relevant because these two have beef stemming from a long time ago, and because they are often compared for their gaming crash outs. Papaga calls Low Tier God the Black DSP.
He is Darksydephil. You get it? Or Blacksydephil? You get the joke. You get it.
It is fascinating to me to see how giddy DSP is to cover LTG, like how people are giddy to cover him.
And so an audience of millions are now being exposed to LTG in a way that he's never been exposed before. Like I said, most of the internet just thought that he was just some kind of a big-headed asshole. Why is it that these people have flown under the radar for so long, but everyone A-logs me, right? Guys like Review Tech USA. All right, guys, let's be honest, like The Quartering. And this guy now.
He is so salty people A-log him instead of others, but I'm sure they all get hate in waves. And it's only been about 30 minutes since his last shout out to donators.
He said, here you go. Even though your stream is incredibly boring, I don't even have to read the rest. You paid me. Are you aware of this, that you actually paid me? Like,
he gives a quick tutorial on how to search for real, authentic DSP videos.
So let's say you wanted to watch my Hollow Knight Silk Song playthrough. Do not search on YouTube for it. You'll never find it. All you'll find are detractor clips.
As he says, if you try to look up DSP videos on YouTube, all you get is hate farming clips. I think it's really funny how he calls his haters detractors.
Cy Bowen with a $2 super chat says, great drama segment about a groomer by a groomer, except I'm not a groomer. That idiocy that people always say about my ex a million years ago is not true. I only met my ex when she was already of legal age, and she messaged me. I didn't ever talk to her ever beforehand. So, good luck with your nonsensical stories that you made up because you don't like me.
Why did you read that?
Bog Patrol, that's also a lie, so now you enjoy your ban. There you go.
Oh, look, he is like iDubbbz.
All right, Drodosk, I'll give it to you. If you want the ban, we'll give it to you. It took him 20 minutes to come up with a line about a cuck chair.
He gives a breakdown for the games he's going to play this week.
What are we doing this week? Well, today, it is a continuation of Pokemon Fire Red on this stream, and on my late stream, we're playing The Baby in Yellow, the horror game that's in early access. Apparently, people are saying it's very creepy, it's very fun. I'm excited, and I hope that you guys will join me tonight for that, okay? Then tomorrow, we're going to be continuing on with Lego Batman, and tomorrow night, we're going to try the Trading Card Game Simulator. It's TCG Card Store or something like that, it's called.
I love classic Pokemon games, so I think it's going to be really fun to see him play Fire Red. He talks about his hair again.
I apologize, my hair is bothering me. It's sticking up right in the middle.
He talks about how he wants to play fighting games, but was mad about the views.
On Friday night, I want to bring back Friday Night Fights old school fighting games. I'm craving them. I'm upset I didn't get to play them last week. I'm also upset because 2 weeks ago, it didn't even do well. We played old school fighters, and I did well in it, but sadly, we just didn't get a lot of support. I want to believe that fighting games have a place in my content, and I was disappointed. I wanted to give it another shot, but then we didn't get a chance to do it last week because my weight machine arrived. So I'm hoping that fighting games will actually do better this week. Okay, I guess we'll see.
I've always thought it's weird when people talk about views like that during the live stream. It's like he's trying to guilt trip his viewers to watch the fighting game. He talks about using angles where his biceps look bigger.
So right now, this is a good angle. As you can see, my arm looks good from this angle. But if I do a different angle, it won't look nearly... See that? It doesn't look as good. It depends on the camera angle.
Now, we're over an hour and a half into the stream, and he's finally opening the card packs.
And we got to set up. We're going to do 4 pack unpackings right now. If we get another $50 contribution, I'll do 5. But right now, we already have 4. Thank you guys so much for the early support today. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I appreciate you.
He gives out the code, which is a pretty standard to do for card openings, I think.
To anyone who's using these, I don't know if you're using them or not. Enjoy. I have no idea what you're getting for this.
I can kind of see why people are mad about his unpackings. He has no idea what he's doing and does not have any respect for the TCG.
We have a medal. Dialga. Standard card. Who's this? Garganackle. Yep. Okay. Eskew? Onyx. Wait a minute. Why is it spelled with an I and not a Y? Isn't Onyx spelled with a Y? Sleeve it, it's a misprint? No, it's not. That art doesn't look like the style of Pokemon. It's very cartoonish looking, so weird. It doesn't ring a bell. Raikou. I don't remember this one. What generation is this one? I don't remember this Pokemon. Raikou. So that's fairy type, correct? Fairy type Pokemon?
And as you probably guessed, he's not going to give any of the cards out.
Well, yeah, it's a scam. I know. I got scammed.
Well, sadly, no big pulls and 4 packs he opened. Then he spends the next few minutes doing a Q&A and reading chats and reading more donations.
Kate, get the hell out of here. You're full of crap and you're a detractor and you're not coming back. Goodbye.
This right here is actually the most chill part of the stream so far. Him not reading hater stuff and just answering questions.
Bubsy 4D, I heard it just came out, right? I think Bubsy 4D just came out on like Friday, but I don't know much about it. Is it any good?
At the end, he plays a really cheesy ending screen.
Thank you very much. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode of the Level 1 podcast. Tomorrow, we will have a morning show. All right, should be a good time. Lots of great content coming up this week. New games and new fun. Thanks for watching. See you soon.
And the whole vibe of this podcast definitely did not match how sweet and light the music and graphics are.
Enjoy these highlights from my 18 years as a creator.
But wow, WDSP for playing his own clips during his break. This is quite astonishing to see. DSP, fair use king. I don't really care if these clips are entertaining or not. I'm just happy to see a content creator not stealing from other people for once. His break lasts for about 25 minutes. I imagine he probably ate and used the restroom during that time. That's a pretty long break. And after the break, we move on to the Fire Red Let's Play.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red here on DSP Gaming. Still firmly in the post game and still doing stuff. We're trying to catch all the letter Pokemon, right? Wow, Stalking Tiger. An incredibly generous $50 super chat. The $1 million question, Stalking Tiger. With the new thing that we are doing on my streams. For $50 contributions, people can select if they would like me to open a pack of Pokemon cards live on that stream. So you can now tell me, Stalking Tiger, would you like that or not? We don't have to do it. We have one we already owe.
It's strange because he gives the donor an option to open the pack or not. I think he should just open the pack regardless if someone donates $50, right? I think it just slows down the stream in my opinion to even ask. What the fuck was that? So in the game, DSP is trying to catch every letter of the alphabet of the unknown Pokemon. I'm sure it's something a lot of us did as kids, so it's pretty nostalgic to see. Also, his old school webcam overlay graphic looks really silly, but my eyes got used to it after a few minutes.
Some are only 1% encounter rate, so then why am I doing this? This is probably a waste of my time then. I guess maybe we should give up. We caught a bunch, but maybe it's not worth the time.
Oh, come on, man. Don't give up so easily. You know what? It's kind of sad. The chat's straight up lying to DSP. Google says there's only one Pokemon that's a 1% encounter rate. That are the question marks and exclamation points.
If it's 1% encounter rate, forget it. I'm not going to walk around trying to wait for the things to show up. That's kind of stupid. All right, then forget this.
He gets frustrated with the memory puzzle, so chat ends up telling him what to do after 2 minutes.
Okay, someone gave me its bottom.
Come on, man. You totally could have done this on your own. DSP accidentally kills a legendary Pokemon, so I thought that was pretty funny.
Why was it so easy to kill?
And now he has to do the puzzle all over again.
What? Oh, come on! I need the puzzle solution. Is it left or down right now? Oh, the fight die yoga! Hoi!
And chat has to bail him out again, of course. It takes forever, but DSP finally catches him.
2 shakes! 3 shakes! We got him! We did it!
Next, DSP explores Cerulean Cave to catch Mewtwo.
$5 if you want to name them a choke. If not, we'll think of a name. The Superpower Pokemon.
It is so weird how he's trying to squeeze his fans for every cent possible. Even to the point where it costs money just to name the Pokemon.
There you go. Erix has done a $10 super chat and says Ric Flair. He wants to name Machoke Ric Flair. Thank you, Erix.
But again, the weird thing is, people do donate.
All right, does anyone want to name Parasect?
Also, this comment is for the people who play Pokemon. Why did he teach his Articuno Rock Smash? That is very strange to me.
Rock Smash.
Next, DSP opens up 2 more card packs.
2 more packs. Thanks to your support. Thank you, guys. I like that one. It reminds me of Pokemon.
It reminds you of Pokemon. My guy, this is Pokemon.
Okay.
It's kind of spooky seeing him use scissors to open the packs. It fills me with dread. Like when this guy accidentally cut a very rare card with his scissors. He didn't pull any valuable cards, but it was still kind of fun to see him open the packs, despite him trying his hardest to ruin the vibes by talking about the value of each card a bit too much.
But it is nice looking, and I like the art, but I don't think it's worth anything. Because it's not a full art. Nope.
And that's the end of the first stream of the first day. DSP actually streams twice a day. There is an entire other stream we have to look through.
And YouTube viewers, thank you for chilling. Thank you for the support. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope to see you tonight for Baby in Yellow, okay?
We are greeted yet again by his goofy ass waiting screen. I covered it thoroughly earlier, so just going to skip right past it.
What is up, everybody? Good evening and welcome. It is time for late night here on DSP Gaming, and it is time for the return of indie horror. Tonight we're going to be checking out the game called Baby in Yellow, which is still considered early access. I guess they didn't finish it.
Looks like the second stream is fully just a playthrough of an indie horror game called Baby in Yellow.
You're in the right place if you want some variety and fun here.
I like variety and fun. DSP continues to do his card pack opening for this stream as well. I suspect he's going to be doing this for the rest of the week.
The way it works, I've explained this, if we're doing a stream of either Pokemon or something that's trading card related, like tomorrow night's late stream, we're doing trading card game like Store Simulator. I will open a pack during that stream, no matter what, okay? Now, if someone does a $50 contribution, whether that's 5,000 kicks, 10 gifted subs, a $50 super chat, a $50 tip, 17 gifted memberships or more, I will then open an additional pack of cards. Okay? So if someone does a $50 contribution tonight, we'll open another pack. All right? But right now, there are none on deck because we're not doing anything related to Pokemon or trading cards. Okay?
He actually continues to do this for pretty much the rest of the week. DSP tells us his dinner.
Let's see. How was dinner? Pretty good. We had a turkey hot dogs with turkey chili and a side of seasoned vegetables.
8 pork chop for dinner. Had nice applesauce, too.
Someone does a dono asking if he can enable text-to-speech.
Do you consider setting up text-to-speech even though your trolls would donate? Yeah, but if I do text-to-speech, my trolls will say the N-word 5,000 variations and get me banned. So it's not worth it for a short-term game. I would probably make some good money for a week, and then I would be banned and make no money ever for the rest of my life. I don't think that's a good trade-off.
So he clearly has a long history of being trolled to have this kind of response.
You missed the days when I streamed on Twitch. That makes one of us. I do not miss Twitch. The only thing I miss about Twitch was the features of the chat. That's it. I didn't like the atmosphere over there, what they were doing with the business, the insane, unequal, uneven, and unfair moderation. Just absolutely ridiculous place. I would never want to work there again in my life. It's a joke.
It's pretty interesting to learn why DSP doesn't stream on Twitch anymore. I actually throw DSP a compliment on his setup.
Thank you, Alex. Alex says he likes the setup. I'm glad that you do.
DSP's setup also allows for him to do fun voice effects.
You don't have any money. Can you watch my stream anyway?
No.
I'm just kidding. Yes, you can. The stream is free. No worries.
I asked him if he has any more sound effects, but I think he lied to me for the sake of being funny.
Do I have any more sound effects?
No.
I don't. Sorry. Am I liking Lego Batman so far?
Yes.
After about 20 minutes of interacting with the chat, DSP fires up the game.
Okay, everybody. Well, it is certainly time for something different. Tonight we're checking out a game called The Baby in Yellow. It is an indie horror game on Steam.
Even God doesn't want DSP to play this game, so it forced him to update his controller.
So I wanted to tonight do a full stream of it. Oh, it closed. Yes, I am using my Steam controller to play it. No, I was not expecting that was going to happen.
As funny as it is kind of bullshit that he had to stop playing the game because the controller forced him to do an update.
Hopefully this is fast. I wasn't expecting to have to do this. Well, this is an exciting start to tonight's festivities, isn't it? Oh. I guess I'll stop recording. So, be well warned, if you have a Steam controller, I guess it could instantly and spontaneously do updates you can't even back out of, and you're forced to do them.
Once he fixes his controller, he fires up the game again. This choice of game is really interesting. I like looking at people play indie games, and this game seems pretty unique and a little weird. I think this is the perfect game for DSP.
So there's the baby. Get the bottle from the fridge. First of all, let's inspect this baby. So no matter what, this baby just stares at you. Its eyes look like, I don't know, they're pretty detailed. Eyes, pretty creepy, I would say.
When it comes to his commentary, it's very reminiscent of old school Let's Players, who very liberally shared their thoughts on many aspects of the gameplay. Unlike someone like Frogan, who doesn't really talk about the game at all and is just filling time, DSP is actually treating this like a real job, which is very respectable.
Oh my god, Raph, you want to play Fortnite with us offline? Where? No? Damn.
He is trying to offer a service to the viewer. The quality of that service may depend on the viewer, but he's trying. It's actually really entertaining watching DSP play around with the physics of the game.
Let's get some bologna on there. Oh, I already knocked the bread? Oh, come on. Let's get bologna. I said I can't grab the bologna now? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's ham. Oh, it must be like really low-grade ham. The ham passed through the bread, then the bread doubled in size, and then the ham doubled in size. What is going on in this game?
And he's also more than capable of being funny from time to time too. And not just in the sense that it's funny to laugh at him, I mean he's actually able to make me laugh every now and then.
And then just to be different for some variety, we're going to put some cheese on there, okay? There we are. All right. Now that is a toasty that would make any American proud. You have to understand, that's the standard that they would serve over here. If you don't live in the United States and you wonder what our diet is like and why most of us weigh about 300-400 pounds, we roll around like giant swollen blueberries from the Willy Wonka movie, that's why.
DSP develops stigmata as he plays the game.
And I actually clobbered my hand here on the desk. I don't even know when I did that. Or what I did it on. Either that or I'm getting the stigmata while I play the game. Maybe it is. Maybe,
Also, props to DSP for not playing other people's content when he uses the restroom.
I'll be right back.
Something to note as he's live streaming, he's making sure the stream will be producing highlights as a main channel upload to squeeze every drop of revenue possible from a live stream.
Hello everyone and welcome back. We are continuing on here with the baby in yellow.
Which may be somewhat annoying to a live viewer. As a content creator, it's actually a pretty smart strategy. Neither iDubbbz nor Frogan even attempt to cut segments or highlights from their stream. iDubbbz at the very least makes his VODs available, but Frogan just lets it disappear into the void, never to be seen again. Anyway, back to DSP. The game he's playing is pretty interesting and a little spooky. But there's a moment where a super chat totally ruins the immersion, and DSP likes to flex for $2.
How did we go down but end up higher up? Oh, hold on 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another contribution. It's time for a reverse flex. Yeah. Reverse flex.
As a first time watcher, it's just a little odd to me. He actually does it again a few more times, but this is the last time I'm going to mention it moving forward. DSP is actually having a really good time playing this game, and the vibes are pretty great so far. His stream is about to end, so he's going to save the rest of the game for another stream.
Because I don't want to have to rush through this and then not enjoy it, because I'm actually enjoying this a lot. So here's the thing. Did you guys like it? I thought it was good. I'm actually really liking this, and I would like to finish the game, but we have to have a second dedicated stream to do so.
He ends the stream by discussing his schedule and plan for the rest of the week. I gotta say, I was looking at his community tab posts, and he posts his schedule for every week. This is something that not many content creators do. For anyone that actually is interested in following DSP, this is great. A nice, clean, organized schedule. And DSP ends the stream by doing a raid on Kick. To me, that's pretty good streamer etiquette 101 to raid channels after your stream.
All right. Well, now everyone on Kick is asking me to host somebody different. I don't know who to host. All right, I'm going to send you Kick viewers over there.
But he didn't do it on YouTube. I popped into 2 other streams in the future, but he chose both times not to withhold that information, so he still doesn't really know that YouTube redirects exists, which sadly not many people on YouTube do.
No, I didn't know that YouTube has raids like Kick. I actually had no idea about that. No, I don't know how to raid on YouTube.
And that was day 1, and I'm pleasantly surprised. The vibes of the second stream were much better than the first stream. He kept the money talk, complaining, and arguing to a minimum. So honestly, not a bad stream at all. Let's see if we can keep this momentum coming into day 2.
All right, everyone. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Bye-bye. There's a bunch of rowdy Pokemon trading card fans outside my house picketing, saying stop opening packs.
We start day 2 with the same silly waiting screen cards, which will be the same for every stream discussed, so we're just going to skip right past all that. I wonder if he does a 20-minute waiting screen in the hopes that it's going to bring enough people to start the stream. He really is trying to squeeze every bit of juice from his viewers, so maybe he also does it to pad out the timing too. As a viewer, I've never really been a fan of these kinds of waiting screens. I would prefer if he just started live and just fucked around for 20 minutes. And we are greeted with a new cheesy intro screen.
Hello, everyone. How are ya?
DSP discusses his plan for the stream.
I'm here bright and early. Not really. It's like 11:30 in the morning. But I am here to chill with all of you and build up attendance for our first stream of the day, which will be Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight.
Gee, I wonder if this guy's trying to build attendance.
And hopefully, we'll get some good attendance today. We're just going to chill, do some Q&A, and build up attendance. But then on the late stream tonight, we're doing something different. We're trying the TCG Card Store Simulator.
Gosh, I hope he explains what the TCG Card Store Simulator is. I couldn't figure it out based off the title at all.
It is a game where you simulate running a trading card store.
Thanks, DSP. He spends a few minutes trying to get his cat on camera.
It's hard to jump from where you are, I think, to jump up there, buddy. You could jump on my lap and then go there, but I don't know if you could just vertical jump onto there. He was looking at the desk right here. Well, if you want to come up, you can come up on my lap. Come up on my lap, and then maybe you can climb up. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes the lights, it like kind of bugs him out, and I think today he's like out of sorts because the light show is blinking or fading or whatever. I don't know.
His chat gets him to download the TCG Player app to look up prices of his cards.
Well, now we know. Now, thank you to James for telling me about that app, because now we can actually scan cards and see if they're worth anything. That's pretty cool.
DSP yet again plugs his $50 pack incentive.
If you would like to see any other pack unopenings, it's a $50 contribution, whether that's a $50 tip, super chat, super sticker, 17 gifted memberships, 10 gifted subs, 5,000 kicks, super chat, super sticker, tip, 10 gifted subs, tip, 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 tip.
I gotta say, his plugs are so long.
Whatever it may be, for 50 bucks, you could say, yes, I'd like a pack unopening, and we'll do it. Since we're doing the morning show now, if I get any $50 contributions during this morning show, we will open those up before I start playing Batman.
I much prefer how fast Papaga is with his plugs, so he can get straight into the content.
And I'm selling stickers too. Everything's in the description. They're really nice stickers. I recommend you buy them.
Thanks for the plug, Papaga, but I'll take it from here. That's right, I'm selling stickers, and I have partnered with other content creators to make special sticker art for them. If you want Papaga, Princess Mantis, or my own stickers, check out my website, Small Bean Services, linked in the description. We also have Reckless Ben related stickers if you want to support members of the Reckless Ben team. Thank you so much. So DSP has a segment called DSP Tries It, where he tries something new. That's actually a very fun segment to do as a live streamer. This stream, he'll be trying Chipotle.
Now you might say, well, what are you doing for DSP Tries It today? Well, I'm taking your idea. We're getting Chipotle today, and I'm going to get two things. First of all, Chipotle has a new flavor of chicken. It's called Chipotle Honey Chicken. So I actually ordered a few tacos, Chipotle Honey Edition, to try this new flavor of chicken. But they also have these high protein bowls. And as you know, because I'm working out now, right? I need as much protein as humanly possible. Therefore, I ordered the double high protein bowl, which is like double chicken and a bunch of other ingredients, okay? So I'm going to be trying the double protein bowl and one of these honey chipotle tacos.
Which is a hilarious, mundane, and really basic bitch thing to do. But at least he's trying something different, which is pretty admirable in my opinion. Again, I'm dogging on Idubbbz and Frogan throughout this video, but they never did anything close to doing something like this.
Do you want to hear about last night's rigorous workout regimen that I did?
Nah, I'm good. Honestly. Please.
Yeah, you know what? Forget it. You guys don't want to know about that. Who cares about that? That's not interesting. Forget it. I'm not going to talk about it. Never mind.
Oh, he actually listened. Thanks. I think one of the chatters actually got to him, but it actually was the right thing to do to move on. I don't know how invested I would be to learn about my favorite content creator's workout routine. It would be filler content at best. Someone donates $5 for super weird chat that I don't understand.
All right, here we go. Another $5 from a complete dunce. So thank you to the complete dunce for $5. There we go. I appreciate that. That's our biggest contribution of the day from a complete dunce. Actually thought I was going to read their message. No, I'll just take your money. Very nice.
Nothing really interesting has happened so far in the stream, so come on DSP, let's get on with the main show. He answers the question why he leaves the Kick Chat open.
I mean, it's the same with Kick Chat. There's a ton of trolls in Kick Chat. You wouldn't know if you're not on the Kick side. And every day, they're just saying toxic stuff. And people are wondering, why do you leave the Kick Chat open? Well, there are a few people in Kick who are legit, nice, positive people who like gaming and streams. I will say that. It's not everyone. There's just a lot of them over there that are trolls. But why do I leave it open? Because I make money on it. I get paid to have Kick Chat open and the stream running. And every once in a while, someone drops a contribution. So, oh well, let them have a forum to troll and no one pays attention and I get paid. That's cool.
I gotta say, a very clever strategy. I also gotta emphasize again, the viewing experience between YouTube and the Kick Chat is insane. There's this archiver called Raw Phil, which combines the YouTube chat and the Kick Chat to keep an archive of the ongoings of DSP, which I think we'll get into the whole obsession to A-Lug DSP later, but it is quite fascinating to have a place where you can see the difference between the two different communities here. Okay, we are 40 minutes in, and really nothing has happened so far, but he has plugged his Pokemon card thing a fuck ton.
So, if someone does a $50 contribution on the morning show, we will open a pack of Pokemon cards before Batman. If someone contributes during Batman, then it has to wait till the end of the stream. All right, so if anyone is interested in seeing card openings, do it now, because if you wait, you're going to have to wait till the very tail end of the stream, and it's going to be crammed in with DSP Tries It, which is going to be pretty messy, so it would make more sense to do it early. But I'm not saying anyone needs to, I'm just making it known up front that that's the deal, okay?
He's still mad about people not interested in hearing about his workout.
Can I show you a photo of the new workout machine? No. But it's really nice. I was going to tell you about the exercises, but no one was interested, so I'm not going to talk about it now. Forget it.
Why does he act like he's 5 years old sometimes? Do you really want people just to suck your dick to hear your stupid ass workout story? I guarantee it's not interesting. He's getting extremely one-guyed by chat because they're complaining about the cards.
If I make it $5 to open a pack, this box will be done in 1 week. And then I'll be ordering new boxes every single week. Okay? I will make less money opening the cards than I spent on the cards. It's 36 packs. Would you like to do the math? Okay, let's do some math for people because they apparently can't understand basics here. You ready? Here's a calculator. Let's open the calculator.
And he goes on and on to justify why he does it.
So, let's say, including the price of the cards, tax, shipping, which I don't know. Let's just say it cost me $350. I'm just approximating there. I don't know exactly. But let's say it cost me $350. Okay? Let's divide by 36 packs in the box. For me to break even. No actual idea of trying to do profit or anything like that. I need to charge $10 a pack to open the packs. Okay? That's to break even. Not to make a profit. If I do a $5 animation to open a pack, then I make no money.
Yes, we know you're doing it for money. It's painfully obvious.
So why did I buy it? That doesn't make any sense. What you're saying makes absolutely no sense. Now think of it this way. If you do it as $50, or I just open packs for free every once in a while, every couple streams you'll still see a pack or two, right? That's nice. You'll always get to see a pack whenever I play Pokemon. You'll always get to see a pack whenever I play the trading card game. And then if someone else wants to see one, they have the ability to do it, and it's an added bonus for everybody, and I make money. And then guess what? I won't go through the box in a week. I won't have to spend $350 a week buying Pokemon cards. I won't have to spend over $1,000 a month buying Pokemon cards because I won't be opening 10 packs a stream.
And it keeps going and going and going. Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Does that make sense? I mean, realistically, I want you to think about it this way. What if, all right, on a stream, 50 people all donated $5 and it ended up being 30-some packs on one stream? In one stream, I could open the entire box with your idea. You really haven't thought this through, have you?
If you've just been listening, I want you to take a moment to look at the screen right now. This is the face that was created at the end of a very long-winded rant. I don't know how he can be so self-satisfied after saying all that. This is the face of someone who thinks they're better than you.
And Jack Ryan Gaming did a $2 super chat. He says, you said it wasn't about making money. Well, first off, if it wasn't about making money, if this wasn't my job, nothing would be monetized, no contributions would be accepted, there would be, no ads running on the content, I wouldn't be in the Kick Partner program. So what you're saying is foolish, okay? What I said was that I didn't just buy Pokemon cards to monetize them and sell them. There's a bunch of rowdy Pokemon trading card fans outside my house picketing, saying stop opening packs.
I asked my Pokemon expert friend, Mega Awesome Nerd, why it's such a controversial thing for DSP to open Pokemon cards on his stream. Here's what he had to say.
It's not necessarily feeling the scalper culture, although it's kind of is. I think it's scummy to try to ask your audience to donate money to you to open up Pokemon packs. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean I gotta pay you $50 to open up Pokemon cards? That's weird. That dude, he's such a character. But I don't know, every time I see him, he's always complaining about some game that he clearly sucks at and doesn't understand the rules of. That DSPS is worse than scum if he's doing that, because the thing is, he's not giving a service at all. Like, he's basically telling people, pay me money to open up my own cards, when he should be doing that for free 90 free.
Okay, of course this is about making money. It's my job. How could I make a living doing this if it wasn't for money? That's a foolish thing you're saying.
I think this is genuine constructive criticism, and he's just going to shrug it off.
You have great qualities. Can you consider how you react to questions sometimes better? Not everyone means harm. Calling them dumb for a suggestion is unnecessary, and it sparks trolls' toxicity. Other than that, you've always kept me entertained. Well, first of all, a lot of the times I'm just being silly. I'm being sarcastic and razzing.
That's not sarcasm. You're just being a fucking douche.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone in the Kick chat is trying to say something to me, like that guy earlier, and he had zero grammar in his statement and I can't read it, I'm just messing with him. I don't really care. It's just that I would like to be able to understand someone's statement the first time I read it rather than have to ask them 3 times what they meant. You know what I mean? What happens is if I even joke, my detractors take it as something serious and then they make toxic content out of it. But here's the thing. They make toxic content out of everything.
This is true. DSP is in a position where even if he's trying to be silly and fun, he will still get hate for it. But at the same time, he does some weird stuff that is very worthy of criticism. So I would imagine it's hard to find the legit and good faith feedback when you're constantly getting shit on. So I have zero expectations for DSP to change his content, change his mindset, change his attitude towards any of the criticism he gets online. He's been doing this shit for like 2 decades at this point, so I'm pretty sure he's set in stone with his ways.
This person wants me to unban someone. Hold on. Okay, that person you just asked me to unban just got unbanned. I did it quickly.
It's pretty interesting to see DSP do some unban requests, no questions asked. He's surprisingly chill about it. DSP opens up 3 packs since he received 3 $50 donations during the start of the stream. Funny enough, the app he downloaded earlier is paywalled, so to not allow you to scan more than 2 cards per day.
So I can't get the value anymore. I used the app twice during this show, and now I can't use it a 3rd time. It's locked me into having to pay to get the value of the card. How ridiculous is this?
DSP actually pulls a nice looking card, which is pretty cool.
First full art holofoil Pokemon card right now. Here we go. This is it. It's a hit. You guys look first. Here it is. Oh my god, it is a full art card. Isn't it? It is. What is it?
Even though he gets the rarity wrong, card openings in general is kind of a fun element to add to any stream. I personally think my boss Les should do it at the end of his streams too, since he's an actual Pokemon expert and talks about Pokemon pretty much on a daily basis, even though it's never the topic of the stream.
A healthy business gives free cards to kids. Hey, you like that EV? Yeah, I'm always giving free EVs to kids. I always collect a bunch of EVs and we give them. We always have a stack of EVs to give. So these EVs I purchased for like, what, 50 cents or something like that? They're like $7 now, or at least $5. The price changes all the time. So I just bring this, I put it in the car. If I see a kid, because we're playing Pokemon Go, I give them an EV. They love it. And like, so I'm not like stealing from high schoolers to make ends meet, okay? Like that's, if that is the business model, you are beyond screwed.
And after about 2 hours, DSP finally goes into playing Lego Batman. I notice he doesn't really interact with chat too much during these recordings, since he's also trying to make these standalone videos. Again, it's another old school style Let's Play commentary video. No lolcow moments, nothing weird. It's actually pretty chill vibes. A tad bit boring for me since I'm not super familiar with Lego Batman games, but it was far from unpleasant. And his commentary works well as a surface level analysis and review.
The game has insane amounts of Batman references, okay? So if you like any of the Batman movies, if you like the Batman animated series, if you like the Batman Arkham games, it's all gonna be up your alley, okay? It really is like ultimate Batman fan service from what I'm seeing. Is it a particularly difficult game? No, but there's a lot of content. So I guess the question is, are you okay with kind of coasting through a much easier Batman game for the sake of enjoying a whole bunch of Batman references? If so, you'll probably really like the game.
I think it might also help that the game seems pretty easy, and I think that's kind of what DSP needs to to survive as a video game reviewer on YouTube, since we'll see later on how he handles dealing with harder games. After about another hour, DSP finishes recording another stream segment, announces he will be going on break, and plays his playlist of his own highlights.
All right, here's what we'll do. Since we're about to advance the plot, right? Let's split the part here. It's been a good hour. Thank you for watching.
Again, the bare minimum for a content creator to do during a break, to play your own clips. But still, I just gotta mention it again, since I don't expect other streamers to do this in this series moving forward, really. I'll show one clip to kind of show the quality of these highlights that play during the break.
What the hell? What the fuck?
I actually sat through the highlights and they're somewhat entertaining, but there's only 78 highlights in here. It's quite shocking that that's all the highlights you were able to amass over your, what, like almost 20-year career on YouTube? Come on, man. Then we go back to more Lego Batman. DSP actually has a lot of knowledge when it comes to Batman, so it's very appropriate for him to be doing a review of this specific game.
What is my favorite Catwoman movie interpretation? I mean, I've only seen, well, let's see. I saw Selena, I saw Eartha Kitt in the Adam West Batman show. There was also the other woman who did it. So there were two different women who did Catwoman in the Batman Adam West show. There was Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns. There was Anne Hathaway in Batman Dark Knight Rises. And then there was recently Zoe Kravitz in The Batman.
Someone donated $50 during the Lego Batman segment, so he opened up another card pack.
This will be our fourth unpacking of the day, if you can believe it.
Should I open it or should I keep it sealed?
Let's go. Let's take a look. It's...
Oh no, you should have kept it sealed. Have you told your therapist about this?
The stream glitches out for the next few minutes.
I don't know what's going on. My full screen camera is not functioning, and I don't know why. I have no clue what's going on right now. This is not supposed to look like this at all. What is going on?
Turns out the glitch was just a misclick.
Why would it be working? Wait a minute. For some reason it got blocked. What happened there? Did I misclick? I might have misclicked. By accident. I think that's what happened. Yeah, there we go. I must have misclicked and turned the camera off in a certain scene. Oops.
I'm actually pretty interested in the next segment where DSP will eat the new flavor of Chipotle. And the segment even comes with another pre-recorded intro.
Hello everyone, DSP here, and welcome back. It is time for another episode. That's right, you guessed it. It's time for DSP Tries It.
I'm very much looking forward to this because I'm a big fan of food shorts and food reviews on YouTube.
Today we are going back to Chipotle. In the last 1 to 2 years, I've lost a lot of weight. I've been working out. I've been doing better, healthier now, which is great to do when you're at middle age. Well, all these DSP Tries-Its I've been doing recently, it's like, oh, fast food here and there, fried food, garbage food. Chipotle has what they call protein or high protein meals, where they're giving you a ton of the low-fat protein with the ingredients that are supposed to be much healthier for you.
All right, dude, shut the fuck up and eat the food already. You're dragging this out too much.
Instead, they literally just smashed them all together into a mushy mound and wrapped it in tinfoil. That's idiotic. My taco is a mess. Everything is falling apart. I don't know how I'm really supposed to eat it.
Bro, just pick it up with your hands. Just pick it up.
It's ice cold. You want to know the funny part about that? Chipotle is on this 1 block away from me. Chipotle, this does not sit outside. This is only maybe here for 5 minutes. It's ice cold. So the chicken is not warm in any way, shape, or form. It's cold food. Okay?
I gotta be honest, I really don't believe him when he says this. Ice cold, really? I've ordered a ton of Chipotle in my time and it's never really gotten to me cold. Maybe warm at worst, but never straight up cold. And even so, that's kind of the trade-offs, that can happen when it comes to food delivery.
Well, let's try it. Here we go.
He takes 3 massive bites and I could already start to see regret on his face. Like, he was talking all this shit, but I can tell he fucking loves this.
Fajita veggies, the red salsa, which is just pico de gallo, the green salsa, the honey chicken, and they put rice in here that I didn't ask for. It's not overpowering spice, but it does have a little residual burn in my mouth right now, which is actually quite pleasant.
Originally, my notes said that there's no fucking way this Chipotle is spicy, because I've had the honey Chipotle about 100 times, but since this recording, I've had 1 or 2 batches of extremely spicy honey Chipotle, and I notice it only happens when I order Chipotle really late into the evening. So I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's telling the truth on that.
The honey aspect of it is also quite good because it's sweet but spicy at the same time. The rice, which I didn't even ask for, it's kind of salty, which is weird. I was under the impression it was either white rice or cilantro lime rice. So why is it so salty?
Could be the salt. What? It's a normal ingredient, DSP.
This is going to go everywhere. Like, make no mistake. This is going to go everywhere when I go to eat it. Here, let's just take a fork, right? Like this, right? Let's just shove this right in my mouth and see what happens.
He's complaining that there's too much food in the bowl.
Here's why I'm confused. That was warm. Why were my tacos ice cold, but this bowl is warm? How does that even make sense?
Maybe because you're fucking lying.
I will say this, it's kind of salty.
Again, I think that's the salt. They put salt on the chicken to season it typically.
So, for the value, $13.20 for 3 smashed together tacos that are a big mess, that only the chicken is good and everything else is ice cold, is I'm just going to stab this piece of chicken right here. So the chicken is not warm in any way, shape, or form.
Even DSP can't keep track of his lies during his food review. A moment ago, he says the chicken is ice cold. Then he says the chicken is actually good and everything else is ice cold.
I'm going to give the honey Chipotle chicken tacos from Chipotle a 2.5 out of 5.
That is a really harsh review. I think some of his criticisms were valid, but he really sounds like such a douche saying all this. No charisma at all when it comes to food reviews from this guy. I really did not enjoy watching this part of the stream, sadly. He plays an outro at the end of the segment, which is a nice production touch.
I hope that you enjoyed this episode of DSP Tries It.
DSP Tries It.
Again, kudos for DSP for rating on Kick.
Let me go ahead and send the Kick audience over to Bumblebee Farmer.
And no, he'll never rate on YouTube. He straight up just does not know how and does not want to learn how. And that's it for the first part of day 2. Time to check out the second stream of the day for day 2.
Okay, everybody, so good evening and welcome. Sorry for the late start. I will explain to you briefly what's going on.
The second stream included a discussion of him editing his OBS setup. Really fascinating stuff there, DSP.
Well, something's not right, because I'm not supposed to be in the middle of a bunch of flowers. It's supposed to be me on camera like this, okay? This camera refused to show up in OBS. If you're wondering when I say this camera, what I mean this camera.
Next, DSP plays the card game simulator.
This is TCG Card Store Simulator.
Another segment I'm looking forward to. It's a very fun game to play considering all the card theming he has been doing on stream. And we get the occasional troll, of course.
Sorry guys, apparently we have no mods tonight. So this idiot is coming in with 700 accounts. Oh good, the troll is back. The troll is back to drop a sub.
In case you're not watching the username, that gifted sub is called Phil's Fat Wife Cat. Also, the concept of a YouTuber playing a game where you play a normal job is pretty funny to me.
How nice of you. Thanks for the money, dummy.
It's also really funny in this video game card simulator, he's still trying to fuck over his customers.
So the market price is 33. I'm going to try to sell it for 47. Look at that nice profit.
Just like his viewers. And he ends the stream with some pack openings.
No, what we got was another EX Mega Evolution. Look what it is. It is Mega Gardevoir EX. But it's not considered a full art card, right?
Oh, hey, it's Gardevoir. I have a friend who has a modified version of that.
Oh, and I also recently, there's still this giant life-size Gardevoir plush.
Life-size?
What do you do with that thing?
You don't want to check. You don't want to check the bottom.
You know exactly what I meant.
And that's it. I really didn't have much to say about the second stream because it was much more laid back than the first. Anyways, onwards to day 3.
Peace out. See you then. Bye-bye. I don't care who's angry at me. I will do what I want, how I want, when I want, and people will either like it or shut the fuck up because no one cares about their opinion. Very simple.
We get about 19 minutes of waiting screen before we start.
Let's say good morning to everyone. Shall we talk about, let's just talk about quickly the weight machine and the workouts and stuff like that and get it out of the way.
This workout update is really funny because he felt too embarrassed to mention this on the last stream. Ultimately, it is great that he's working out. I don't really need a full breakdown of his workout.
So for those who don't know, I started working out. I got 52 dumbbells, where each dumbbell was 0.5 pounds. And then the last year, you started to see me buff up. Perhaps I will need to do more cardio because fat. Just do crunches. That was cardio. You know, basically you get to a point. Geez, what else? So,
he makes a mistake of going to his unmoderated kick chat after his long and boring workout discussion.
Okay, so that is what's going on with that, and people are just saying dumb stuff. I don't know why I even read the kick chat half the time. I go over there, I read a few lines, it's like, Pokemon Card Mania continues. We have some interesting information to look at today. I'm going to show you what the rarity of the cards actually are, because now I've learned it.
The Pokemon rarity will be pretty cool because I don't know about that either. A little DSP educational segment sounds really interesting.
Thanks so much, Andrew. There's no chance I'm reading your toxic negative message, but I will say thank you for your money. I appreciate that. Okay.
Very interesting that DSP took the time to put every single card in his binder. I have not seen someone put comments in a binder since I was a kid, so that's pretty neat.
Now, did I order them or anything specifically? No. But I basically got them into the binder and started filling it up with all the different cards. I don't know why I have an empty one there.
He shows off his best card so far, which is pretty fun, since I own a card collection too. He goes over the rarity type guide, which is pretty good edutainment, if I do say so myself.
So this is a rarity type guide for Pokemon cards. Now, this is general. This is not all Pokemon cards, I believe, but this is in general the different rarities of Pokemon cards that,
It's actually pretty neat that he's actually trying to learn about this. Next, DSP tries to guilt trip the audience for not donating a lot in an hour and 8 minutes into the live stream.
No subs, no kicks, no memberships. A $2 tip is our biggest tip. Come on.
But the crazy thing is, it fucking works.
There you go. Erix with a $10 super chat says, let's go. Thank you, Erix, for a $10 super chat. By far our biggest contribution of the day. Let's get you on the leaderboard.
How? Why are people donating?
Well, Super Bonchan says, well, in all seriousness, we should get a new Pokemon set right away because it gets more expensive the longer you wait. Well, how about this? We got 19 packs left. So if we open 10 more packs, all right, by the end of Wednesday, that's tomorrow. So 10 more packs between today and tomorrow, I will order a new box tomorrow. There you go.
Let me translate this clip for you. Wait, how do I do a DSP impression? Hey, I need suckers to donate $500, $50 at a time. Not a penny less. So I could buy more Pokemon cards. Sorry, that was my best DSP impression.
There you go. Only 10 more to go. Wait, there's no goal. What are you talking about? I'm just saying this is an arbitrary measurement. If we open 10 more packs between today and tomorrow, so there's only 9 left. Well, now I'm down to the last 9. Then I will order another box. So once we burn through those 9, we can go right to the next box, okay? But I got to see that the demand is there. This is not a goal. We just got to see that the demand is there. And if the demand is there, then I will answer the demand. But you got to test the market first. You see?
He's not treating his audience like they're actual people. He treats his audience like they're walking dollar signs.
You see? So it's obvious there isn't that much demand. I think the demand was initial for the first few days. Already, there hasn't been anyone contributing during the morning show for an unpacking. So already, that's a big difference. If you're not aware, every morning show and podcast so far, since I've announced this, we've had unpackings. Today, we're going to have none for the first time. So there you go. I think that the grift is wearing out. Seriously. It's not a big deal anymore.
And he keeps going to try to guilt people more. This is insane.
We didn't get to do a flex on the morning show. That sucks. We did have support. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying no frog animation. So we didn't get to do a flex, my new workout flex. Darn.
And then he spends the next few minutes just reading chat. Next, we jump into the first game, which is hopefully a nice palate cleanser after that dog shit morning show. It was fucking boring, y'all. Trust me.
I knew we were going to have to wait for shaders. I knew it was coming.
So the game is going to play is 007 First Light. He thinks there is a conspiracy that early reviewers who got early copies of the game review bombed the game positively.
I have no idea what's going on, but okay.
Why does he keep looking at the camera like that? He thinks he's Jim from The Office or something.
Should I come back? What's going on? Okay. Boy, they like their slow build, don't they?
I have no idea if this game is good or not, but I think he's already coming into this wanting to hate the game.
Oh! Oh!
Maybe he's jealous people got early access to the game and he didn't.
Ah!
He stopped being such a moody bitch after the cinematic intro because I think he noticed the polish of the game right away and started to have a good time.
I'm Wilkie McWilkenstein. How are you?
Is he calling her woke just because she's black? What the fuck? Black people exist, DSP. Get over it. DSP needs a break, so he goes back to his playlist of 95 videos of his career of highlights. Just going to skip through these highlights since we already looked at them earlier. Over the course of the game, he ends up in the elevator with the black lady again, and he makes another stupid woke joke.
So what kind of wokeified gadgets will there be in here now? Let's find out.
And then when he's trying to find another character in the game called Q, he makes more woke commentary thinking Q is going to be an Asian guy for some reason.
Gadget headquarters. Well, okay, hold on. I swear to you, I have not spoiled whatsoever. I have not watched anyone else play this, nor have I seen any footage of this game. What ethnicity will Q be? Let's play. What ethnicity haven't we seen yet? All right, he's got to be Asian, right? Q's got to be Asian because we already have, what's her name? Moneypenny was black. M was Indian. So Q's got to be Asian, right? Got to be Asian. What kind of Asian? Can't be Indian because we already have an Indian. So, like, what do you think? Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese? Going for it. All right. This is going to be Q, isn't it? What did I say? I swear to God, I swear I did not spoil myself on this game. I swear I didn't. That's going to be Q.
Recruit Bond, if I'm not
Oh, no, that's Gary.
My jaw. I think I dropped it somewhere.
They fooled us. It's Gary.
Then it turns out Q is an old white guy. Then he talks about the character's potential sexual orientation.
James Bond, stand still.
Hold on. He's got to be gay. He's going to be flaming gay. Watch. Ready? All right, let's see. Let's find out. Ready? Here we go.
Why is it someone like DSP who's always so obsessed with someone's race and sexual orientation? Like, you can't just play a video game and not think about that kind of stuff. I find it very strange that his game analysis involves how diverse the cast is, and the way he frames it, it's as if the more diverse the cast is, it would be a negative.
Q was not Asian and Q was not Peter Dinklage, but Q was probably gay and she was Asian. So we were close. All right, we're close. All right.
I wonder how DSP would react if he went to a dinner in a big city. Oh my god, there's black and Asian people at this place. I used to like them going to this place, but now it's woke.
Cards versus Homo sapiens, is that supposed to be, like Cards versus Humans or whatever it's called? I can't remember.
Yes, DSP, the hit board game, Cards versus Humans. He finishes playing the game and he admits he was enjoying it. And besides some weird commentary I pointed out earlier, I was enjoying it too. I had never seen a 007 gameplay before, so I was pretty interested. And in classic DSP fashion, he ends by complaining about the lack of donations.
But admittedly, you know, weird for a premiere. We had high attendance, but our support isn't so great. It was all right. I would hope that next time that we play, perhaps it'll pick up a bit. Maybe some people didn't want to come by and support today because they're playing it themselves or whatever. I don't know. But I will be playing it later in the week, and I'm hoping for a good turnout and hopefully to get, you know, some support next time, you know, more in line with a brand new release. So.
Also, reminder for his Pokemon donation incentive, you need to specifically request it. It's so dumb because he could easily miss a message in the chat if the person does request it after their donation.
So why are we not opening a pack of Pokemon cards? Because the tipper didn't say they wanted it. They specifically said this is support for 007. And even was trying to rally more people, and it didn't work. If they had said, hey, this is support for 007, and yeah, let's open a pack of cards too, then we would have, but they didn't say that. They said this is for 007 specifically. And again, like I said, I'm not going to open cards unless people specifically want it. That way we won't blow through the cards too quickly, you know?
And that's the end of stream 1 for day 3. For the next DSP stream, he's going to try Subnautica 2.
It is the premiere tonight of Subnautica 2.
He starts by just talking with the chat. A lot of the chat discussion revolved video games and people annoying him about the Pokemon cards.
When will people stop trying to answer to an internet hate mob of idiots? Okay? No one has the right to say, oh, you're not doing it right. Fuck you. I'll do whatever I want. Because I'm the creator. I'm the streamer.
Bro, I get it. You're just getting trolled.
I don't care about internet bitches.
Well, BSB, that's crazy. I love internet bitches.
If you haven't noticed, I've stopped trying to appease the trolls and idiots on the internet because they don't affect me.
I know he says that, but he's just creating another source for the trolls.
But is it worth behaving like this? More people will dislike you. No. People will dislike me anyway. It doesn't matter how I act. No matter what I do on stream, people will always frame it as a negative thing and basically say, oh, we hate Phil. So I don't care.
That is absolutely not true. Yes, there will be dedicated people that are just going to hate you forever, but you are making someone like me, who has never seen any of your content before, want to dislike you. Just lower the price of the Pokemon cards, okay? I know someone like Mega Awesome is going to say it's scummy regardless, but lower the price, man. $50 is fucking nuts. Or maybe give away a card or two on stream to a viewer. DSP finishes by sharing his dinner.
How was dinner? Pretty good. We had tuna salad sandwiches on keto bread. So it was like very low carb bread. And we had a side salad of mixed greens, little plum tomatoes, croutons, and a fat-free, or was it light? It was either fat-free or light balsamic vinaigrette dressing. It was a pretty good dinner.
Ate pork chop for dinner. Had nice applesauce, too.
What is up, everybody? DSP here. And tonight, we're doing something that has been in demand for about a week ever since this game released in its early access game preview state. Okay, the game is called Subnautica 2.
DSP tries to play the game in 4K, but it doesn't work for some reason.
So we have to play it at 1440. There's nothing we can do. The game won't actually work at 4K. I mean, I understand it's early access. That's a pretty easy bug, I think, to detect and fix. They didn't even notice that. That's pretty sad, to be honest with you. All right, I guess we'll play at 1440p. What else are we going to do? The game ain't working at 4K.
He really sounds like a giant douche and trying to put his mind in a negative space before even starting the game.
I guess we'll go with the white guy. Why? Because I'm a horrible racist and I will only play as white characters. Yeah, right. Can you just customize the character?
I just fucking knew. The moment the select screen came up, he was going to make a racial comment. Oh my god, 3 out of the 4 playable characters in this game are woke.
Why does this look like me?
No, DSP, that looks like me without glasses.
Any mods on YouTube? Because people are saying there's a troll, but I'm trying to play the game.
It's a little strange and a little sad that DSP has been working so long at this and does not have an army of trustworthy mods. I only stream to about 40 people, and I have a ton of mods in my chat. He's having fun playing the game, but he really kills the vibe for me when he's constantly talking about monetary support for the stream.
So, guys, if you are chilling and enjoying and watching Subnautica 2, particularly if you're one of the people who asked for the game over the last week, if you could support the stream in any way, I would appreciate that, including if you could like the stream right now if you're watching on YouTube, or anything would be appreciated. We have no tips tonight whatsoever. We have no subs tonight whatsoever. We only have 100 kicks, okay? Our biggest super chat, I believe, is like $2 or $5. It would be great to get some support.
Let me paint a scenario for you about what this feels like. Imagine going to a restaurant as your waiter is putting the food on your plate and says, I can't believe I haven't gotten tipped all night. The support for me sucks. Enjoy your meal.
Playing for an hour, we're like $30 of support. Okay, now you guys for the week asked me to play this. I told you I didn't think that it was going to work, and I didn't think that we should play it. And you guys told me, oh, no, we want you to play it, so play it. So I said, okay, I will play it. So we're playing it. So if you like it and you wanted it, please support it. Or else we're not going to play it again. Just being honest, like as you see, I am making progress and I am learning everything here. But, you know, I need you guys to support it. And I was skeptical about it. So, you know, please support the stream. Again, if anyone does a $50 contribution tonight, we'll open a pack of Pokemon cards at the end of the stream. But outside of that, this is a chill kind of game with survival and hanging out. Let me know you want it. Please support the stream, okay?
Let's go back to my waiter analogy. Imagine you're in the middle of eating your food, and the waiter comes back and says, hey, I hope you're enjoying the food. Man, I know you wanted a pizza really bad tonight, so you better make sure you give me a big tip when you finish. He plays his stupid highlights again for the break. He comes back from the break and immediately complains about the donations again.
So, 1 hour down. All right, how are we doing? Not great. Taking a look here. We're at $33 to support after an hour. No subs, only 100 kicks. We did get 2 memberships from Big Papa Phil. Stalking Tiger, thank you for that super chat. No tips whatsoever. So, yeah, there's nothing to shout out. Nothing. The game is not doing very well support-wise at all. Remember, originally I opted to skip it because I didn't think it was going to do well, honestly. And here we are playing it because you guys asked for it for the week. And it's not doing well. So, if you were here specifically for this game, if you wanted it, I listened to you. Please support the stream tonight. We still have an hour left. But here's the thing. If you guys want to do any unpackings of Pokemon cards, I recommend that you do it sooner rather than later, and here's why. I need to know to have the time to do it at the end of the stream. If you don't do it within the next, 20, 30 minutes, I'm not going to know that, and I can't stay extra late. All right? So, obviously, if that's going to happen, if you want that, let me know.
$33 an hour, plus whatever ad revenue you're going to generate on both Kick, Stream, and the VOD is not that bad. This is fucking crazy. So he only plays games if he receives enough donations? To me, before we noticed the donations were light, it seems like he was actually enjoying the game. But people in the chat are also trolling him throughout or trying to ruin the game experience for him. And the sad part is, it's working. As much as he manipulates his audience seems to be manipulating him too.
I'm going to be honest, if we don't get actual support for the game tonight, then we're not going to play this again. Which is why I was skipping it to begin with, because people were already bored with it the first game. I heard this was very similar to the first game. Hence why I was skipping it, okay?
When he's not complaining about the chat or the donations, I'm actually enjoying the game and watching him play the game.
But I'm going to be honest with everyone. People in chat are just sitting here complaining the game is boring. A ridiculous amount of trolls have come by to basically say, haha, the game's boring and no one's supporting the stream. And I don't know what to tell you. Like, no lie, this is incredibly similar to Subnautica 1. Like, it's really close to Subnautica 1. The graphics are better, but outside of that, it's pretty much the same game. Which I don't have a problem with, as long as people want to hang out and chill or whatever. But it seems like people aren't really liking it that much. I don't know what else to say. Like, I was afraid of that.
He continues to complain about support even more. He says that other streams this week have done really well, but this one didn't.
This is a nice chill game. I like it. But quite frankly, the crowd that came out here tonight isn't the chill crowd that I would expect for a game like this. The people who should like a game like this are people who want a late night chill stream. You're here to talk with me while I play, because me playing by myself isn't so riveting. The whole point was that to talk and hang out, and we didn't get that crowd tonight, to be honest. We got people who are just sitting here either saying the game is boring or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's not the point. You know?
Does he have money issues?
So we're ending tonight at $44. That's really bad. So
DSP has just got to think about this differently. He should be amazed that he just got to play a game on stream for $44, which again doesn't include income from ads. I don't know, man. Why can't you just be happy that you earned so much money on the other streams?
After tonight's reception, no, I don't think I'm playing it again. I don't know why I would. The people who were here complained, and the people who said that they liked it and wanted it apparently didn't show up, and almost no one supported the stream.
This is the behavior of someone who desperately needs money.
Sucks. I was hoping for something good today. I mean, today, honestly, kind of the polar opposite of the last 3 days. The last 3 days, things went well. Everyone was liking everything. They were supporting everything. Today was the opposite. Now, the good news is the week's been going so well, it doesn't really matter that happened today, but it is still disappointing. You know what I mean? It is. What can I do? All right.
And that's the end of day 3. Honestly, it was just a very sad way to finish off the day. Alrighty, day 4, let's jump into it.
All right, everyone, good night.
Oh yeah, welcome everyone to the Level 1 podcast. The show is starting right now. I hope you're excited for some killer video game related discussions and content, because the show is starting right now, right this very second. Strap on in, everyone. Welcome to your host, DSP. The show starts right now. Right now. The show's starting right now. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, go. The show's starting right now.
Good morning, everybody.
DSP is in a really good mood at the top of the stream today, and we're back to his gaming podcast to talk about more gaming news and his experience with the games he's been playing so far. So a lot of what he's saying is stuff for people who did not watch and play 007 or Subnautica 2. So since we watched that, we can skip past most of that commentary. It's basically a summary of the thoughts of the games he was playing the past few days. After the news, he spends time reading the chat. Now, there's the occasional troll, but nothing too spectacular to take note of. Pretty chill morning stream, all things considered.
Well, you see, here's the problem. Him Do R says if you fake one more tip, demand might rise. I know this might be hard to believe because you're a simpleton, I don't fake tips. I never have. I have literally never once in the entirety of the time that I've been a creator on the internet faked a contribution. Every single contribution you have ever seen is real. So there you go. I mean, I know you're too dumb to believe that, but it's true.
I personally wasn't thinking any of the donations were fake, but now he put that idea in my head after defending that so hard. I can only remember one suspicious donation seconds after he asked for donations.
I mean, come on. So far today, take a look at this. Geez, look at this leaderboard. Are you kidding? No subs, no kicks, no memberships. A $2 tip is our biggest tip. Come on. There you go. Eric's with a $10 super chat says, let's go.
It could just be a coincidence, or the funnier alternative is he is faking donations to try to rally support for himself. He opens up some Pokemon cards.
Mega Lucario EX with this one. Let's go.
No good pulls, but again, it was fun to watch him open up cards as usual. Then we jump into more DSP playing Pokemon Fire Red. Also, just a quick reminder that he monetized the names of the Pokemon too.
We got Kadabra. All right. Anyone want to name Kadabra? For a $5 contribution, you can lock in a name for Kadabra. If not, what should we name Kadabra?
DSP is continuing his adventures in Cerulean Cave to find Mewtwo. He finds it after just a few minutes.
Well, there's Mewtwo. I guess that's what we're doing.
I'm really excited to see how he does because I highly doubt he's going to be able to catch Mewtwo on the first try. After his Snorlax died, he rage quit.
The first hit didn't take that much health. The second hit took way more health for no reason. I guess because it said it lowered his special defense or something.
That actually happened a lot faster than I expected. This is going to be good. He rage quits again.
So it's worthless because he can recover, so I can actually never use a false swipe on him.
It's funny seeing him get quickly frustrated as the game gets just a little more difficult.
This is going to be a pain because there's like no perfect way to do this at all, right?
He does catch him eventually, and it was actually pretty satisfying.
We got him! We got him! Without the Master Ball, that was fine. That was painless. Yes! We did it.
Next, he continued with more post-game activities by catching the legendary Gen 2 Pokemon. He captures Ho-Oh,
Ho-Oh,
Lugia.
What the hell is that? Lugia? What is that? I can't even tell what it is. I have no clue what kind of Pokemon that is.
And finally, Suicune.
We did it! We did it! Whoa!
Next, he does the Elite Four to finish off his playthrough.
You guys, what an awesome playthrough. I'm going to be honest, this has been a very, very pleasant playthrough. It's challenging, it's fun, it's cool playing classic Pokemon.
I'm having such a good time watching him. I'm honestly interested in going back to watch the rest of his playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red. It's so fun to see him fuck up and make these silly mistakes. It's downright entertaining, for sure. Watching him crash out over fucking Pokemon is hilarious.
Fuck this game. What was I supposed to do? You made me miss, and then he gets the bullshit weakness. Fuck you. Seriously, fuck you. I hate this shit when it cheats. I really do.
This moment made me laugh really hard, too.
What? Oh my god, this game is so full of shit. Fuck this. Nah, fuck it. Fuck this. Yes, my moves all miss. He hits for critical hits and freezing. Fuck you.
As much as I'm making fun of DSP in this video, nor Idubbbz nor Frogan could make me laugh this hard. He rage quits again to teach his Pokemon more moves. Finally, he sweeps the first member of the Elite Four with his Mewtwo, and he continues to sweep up until the final boss. I really like this moment where DSP wasn't expecting Psychic to be weak to Bug. Like, he finishes the entire game, and he still doesn't really know what's weak to what in this game.
Can't use him. Or I gotta try to one-shot him or two-shot him with Psychic.
He wins on the second attempt. And that's it for the first stream of the day. For the second stream, DSP just plans to continue his playthrough of the horror game he started on day 1.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Hello. Welcome. It is time to chill. It is time, hello, to get scared, because tonight we are going to finish The Baby in Yellow. Hello.
Apparently DSP has a mod that's supposed to be doing tasks for him, like updating the command bot, but is slacking.
When is the next DSP tries it? Because Botrix is spreading misinformation. Yeah, it used to be Dunsfelter who updated Botrix to say that. And since he's just not around anymore, it's kind of outdated. Let me take a look and see what it says. I'm sure it's wrong.
It's so off-putting and gross to talk as if your life depends on having a highly donated stream.
You contribute to the stream. First off, I would really appreciate that. Reason being, last few streams haven't been so hot. You know, even the premiere of 007 yesterday didn't do great. Earlier today, my final Pokemon stream also didn't do great. So it would be great to have a really well-supported stream tonight for a change.
He jumps in pretty fast to the game.
Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome back. It is time to continue my playthrough of The Baby in Yellow here on DSP Gaming. I played this the other night and I was incredibly pleasantly surprised at how interesting it was. I thought it was actually a really good horror game.
The game actually goes pretty well and I had a pretty good time watching him. He does occasionally ruin the immersion with the occasional stupid comments he makes.
Maybe now the horror will return. Are you guys going to keep spamming in Kick Chat? Because I'll just ban you now. Like, just say if you're going to keep doing it and I'll ban you, okay?
Another moment I thought was really funny is when TSP is trying the super hard challenge and has no idea how he's supposed to do it. I knew 5 seconds in this puzzle would be too much for him, so it was pretty funny to see him try.
What's the point of this?
And that's it for day 4.
This game is really good.
A pretty chill stream, honestly.
Good night and peace out. Bye-bye, everybody. Hello. How dare you call me greedy? Listen. I am a cute and savvy businessman. How dare you call me greedy? Unacceptable. Good morning, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the DSP Morning Show.
All right, on to day 5. And we're starting with his gaming podcast. This mostly consists of him talking to the chat, reading donos, and sharing some gaming news. He shares a story about how he 100%ed a game that he hated.
You tried Donkey Kong 64. It's free on Nintendo Online expansion and the game is legendary. No, I'm not playing it.
I don't know about you, but I've never 100%ed a game purely out of spite.
I hated it. I thought it was atrocious. It was like the worst collectathon in history, and I had already played Banjo-Kazooie 1 and 2 and many of the other games from that era, okay? But when I was playing it, I said, here's what I'm going to do. I am literally going to 100% this insanely bad game, so I literally don't ever have to play it again. If I basically torture myself to finish the game and 100% it and complete all of the content, there would be absolutely no reason for me to have to ever return to it in the future.
Seems like strange behavior in my opinion.
Well, first of all, Sebastian Bluewater, you can enjoy your ban.
I want to check why this user got banned, and he merely asked if DSP was going to open a card pack in honor of a chatter that donated $50. Then the person who donated ends up saying that he does want a card pack opened. So I think DSP kind of jumped the gun on that one. He talks about his workouts, he recaps his stream the day before, and DSP is really excited to share off his new clothes.
Oh, I have something to announce. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready for this? You guys are going to freak out, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? I am wearing a new pair of shorts. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what they are? Denim! Denim shorts! Denim freaking shorts! Denim! 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 Denim!
Everyone on the left is so socially woke that they feel like they can't possibly be wrong. Point in case Hassan.
You want to know the truth? They're not really denim. They look like denim. They're designed to look like denim, but they're actually like, I think, cotton. They're really comfy. Brand new shorts I just got from Uniqlo. I actually really do like clothing from Uniqlo. In fact, this shirt also is from Uniqlo. I bought a few new things.
He sounds like such a scammer here.
How about this? Denim Banana Handcart, since you gifted a sub, if you gift 9 more right now, we'll do a second pack on opening. But you got to gift 9 more subs right now, and we'll do the second pack along with Habib's pack. There you go.
He's making it sound like it's a privilege and an honor to be able to donate to him to get him to open another pack of Pokemon cards.
Am I sly? Yes. Am I narcissistic? Of course. Am I greedy? Absolutely not. How dare you?
He's saying he's not greedy, but I can't tell if he's joking. He's by far the most greedy streamer I've ever seen. Then he goes back to his podcast and he takes a look at this game called Echo the Dolphin for a few minutes, which is a web browser game.
Right here. Oh, are these real people? I think these are other real people I'm playing with. It's a multiplayer game. Oh my god, it's a multiplayer Echo the Dolphin game. That's crazy.
He talks about some of his gaming experience when he was younger.
I basically went into a part of my life where I became a competitive fighting game player, and I didn't really care about anything else. Okay? So I started traveling and playing fighting games like hardcore, and when this happened, I basically stopped playing all other games. So I missed the entire PlayStation 2 era. I missed the entire original Xbox era. And I missed most of the Dreamcast era of games because I was just traveling and playing Street Fighter constantly all the time whenever I had free time.
Next, he talks about his marriage.
What was our wedding like? It was very small scale. My wife and I flew back to where I used to grow up in Connecticut, all right, and spent some time with my parents and my close family. And basically, it was just a very small ceremony at my parents' house. We got married in the front hallway of my parents' house with a justice of the peace and just a few family members and friends of the family, basically. And then after that, we went to an Italian restaurant and had a big Italian dinner together, and that was it. We spent a few more days in Connecticut just kind of going around and doing a few things together, and that was it. That was our wedding, you know, a very small scale, didn't have any money. So it was just basically done as cheap as you could do.
Him talking about his marriage is the most normal and chill he has been the entire week so far.
Did marrying change anything for me in life? Well, I would say when I met my wife and when she moved in with me, all right, that's when my life changed a lot. For the better, for the record. But we had already been living together for over a year before we got married. So technically, did much change when we actually, tied the knot? Not really. We had already been living together kind of like a married couple for a year before that.
Then he opens some cards before he goes back to playing Lego Batman. He didn't pull anything noteworthy this time.
Mega Gardevoir EX full art card.
Oh, hey, it's Gardevoir. I have a friend who has a modified version of that.
Oh, and I also recently, there's still this giant life-size Gardevoir plush. Oh, you don't want to check the bottom.
Now on to Lego Batman.
Batman!
It's actually pretty funny when the Lego Batman puzzles are a bit too much for DSP to solve.
Why is it that I can't figure out any of these puzzles? This is like the third one I just can't figure out. Like, how are you supposed to do it? You can't freeze it. You can't slow it down. We did the puzzle, yet the thing's still moving.
Even the Kick viewers were enjoying the stream.
How's everything on the Kick side? The Kick side's been quite quiet today, huh? You guys are all right over there? Everything cool on the Kick side? No, I'm not saying that you guys were quiet and not talking. I'm saying that you're actually behaving today, which is odd. Super Bonchan, did you hear that I don't care? Because here's what Super Bonchan just said. Did you hear people are claiming you didn't buy a weight machine? They say the pallet isn't real either, because that's not how a weight machine is shipped. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what idiots say. They're wrong.
I think he's just feeding the trolls reading that kind of message. Next, DSP reads a weird chat, but he has a surprisingly good response.
Super Bonchan says, what are your thoughts on people saying that Lego Batman is woke? Well, first of all, they're Legos. They're not like people. I don't know how it could be woke if they're Legos, but the Lego series has always been very, how can I say, out there with some of the stuff that they do, if you know what I mean. Kind of silly. I don't think it's meant to be taken seriously in any capacity. It's just supposed to be a fan service game if you love Batman, right? And you like Batman lore and stuff.
Throughout the game so far, I have not seen anything I would consider woke. But then again, that's how I felt about DSP playing 007. And he still found a way to call that game woke. DSP actually has some solid commentary regarding copyright claims, stealing the revenue of an entire video for playing a few seconds of a song.
Yeah, I know. Big Mac says, so how are they stealing all the revenue for 39 seconds of an hour-long video? Because that's how YouTube works. It's completely busted. And I've said this once, I'll say it again. If anyone actually sued YouTube, they would win. YouTube's system for content ID completely violates copyright law at every moment. Sorry, even if I use the copywritten work, it doesn't give you the permission or the ability to steal my entire piece of content that I made. Maybe you can get the rights to, like, run ads on it or whatever, but you don't own it. It's absolutely ridiculous.
And that was it. About 3 hours of DSP just playing Lego Batman. It was pretty chill to watch, and DSP dropped some Batman movie knowledge and commentary throughout, which is enjoyable.
Do I think Tim Burton's planned Catwoman movie would have been a hit? I don't know. I don't know, because the thing was, Free Reign made a worse movie. Like Batman Returns. I still think Batman Returns is a good movie, but it certainly didn't do nearly as well as the original Batman movie. And so because of that, if you let him have another movie that he was going to be fully in control of, I don't know if it would have done that well.
Now on to the second stream of the day.
What's up, everybody? Good evening. Welcome to my late stream for the day.
DSP gets overwhelmed by his allergies.
Excuse me, I'm trying to clear my throat and sinuses. Allergies pretty bad today.
Next, he answers the burning question the community has been dying to know since he started his career.
No, I've never been to Oklahoma.
Next, DSP plays some more TCG Card Store Simulator.
Everyone, welcome back. It's time for TCG Card Store Sim. Continuing on here.
DSP interrupts the whole stream for this $2 donation incentive.
Sorry, everyone. I got something I need to do. Yeah, come on, Frog. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's get that vote. Yeah, come on. Awesome. Thank you, Soul at 2 a.m. for $2. I appreciate that. Brother Vance, enjoy your lifetime ban. No, I don't have any WWE games on my phone at all. You're an idiot. That's a complete lie.
Why would he get banned for that?
Brother Vance, you're getting a ban because he says that they saw the WWE Champions logo on my phone. No, you didn't. It's not on there, so you definitely didn't see it.
DSP gets a shit ton of donations during the stream. And another super chatter makes an interesting comment that DSP replies to.
I became a DSP fan. I saw Turkey Tom video, and I thought it was unfair to label a regular funny gamer a lolcow compared to everyone else on there. Yeah, it's because people... Here's the truth. The people who make those documentaries know that there is a insane group of likely obsessed autistic people who hate my guts because they just think it's a meme to hate my guts. And they know that when they make those, they make a ton of views and money, despite the fact that none of it is really meaningful at all. It's just garbage. So they just keep pumping it out because it prints them money. They don't care about the content. They just care about the money.
I think there's some truth to what DSP is saying. It is cool to hate DSP. I know I'm potentially risking some viewership not going harder on DSP.
This in-game store is just as poppin' as the real stream. Like, seriously, the store is a huge success and the stream is a huge success.
DSP's having a really good time today, and I actually don't think I've seen him this happy all week. Then he ends the stream by opening a ton of Pokemon cards.
Next reverse holo? Wait, it's not. It's not a reverse holo. What is this one? Is this a full art? I think this is a full art Spiritomb.
Another mostly chill stream. As chill as a DSP stream can get, honestly.
Good night and peace out. Journal! Why do I think protein shakes is juicing? I don't. What are you talking about? Where do people get this shit? Really? Where do people get this shit from? When did I say drinking a protein shake is juicing? You are weird and just fucking bizarre.
Alright, here we are at the final day, and we are greeted by a new geometric neon corridor. He's gotta get rid of this intro, man. It's just so freaking silly. Look, I'll fix it for him. It makes no sense to have 12 seconds of silence. Here's what it should look like.
Good morning, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. Indeed, once again, we have reached the end of an awesome streaming week, here on DSP Gaming.
DSP gives a summary of the games he's been playing on stream lately, which is pretty irrelevant for us since we're up to date with his gaming. So just going to skip right past all that. This podcast seems more like a personal diary for him, and maybe for people who just don't watch his content regularly. I think someone is trolling him in chat to check for reseal signs, and he dons the glasses.
James says, get a good magnifying glass to check for reseal signs. Well, what is a reseal sign? Realistically, here's what I have left. Here's the 8 packs I have left, right? What is the sign of a reseal? I would love to know, okay? I'm staring at the pack right now, okay? It seems to be a machine-pressed factory seal to me, okay? It doesn't appear to be doubled up. Like, it's actually stuck on the end here. The plastic is stuck together on the end. On both ends, it's sealed on the ends. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like a reseal to me. Yeah, I mean, it looks real, does it not? This is one that I opened yesterday. This is like the top seal.
I wanted to highlight this very interesting interaction. A chatter donates to DSP to order cards at a specific card store in his area to not support scalpers. Check this out.
Shinkin25 did a $4 tip. It says, Shane's Cards in Renton is a premier TCG shop that have Pokemon booster box packs in stock at retail value. The store is across from the Chipotle you ordered from this week. The staff is friendly. No, what are you talking about? There is no card store on the street away from me. Thanks for $4, but you literally have no clue what you're talking about. Yes, it's downtown Renton. First off, downtown Renton, just to be real with you, sucks. It's insane traffic at all times, tons of crime, tons of problems down there. It's not a good place to be. I know, because I drive through there all the time and I hate it, okay? That's not where I ordered my Chipotle from, so you're wrong there, which is why I was confused. There's a Chipotle right on my block. That's where I got the Chipotle from. And now you've literally already said it in your second tip. You says, oh, well, you can pre-order. Pre-order. What are you talking about? I want to order cards that I can open this week. I don't want to pre-order and wait 1-2 months to get a box of cards. I need cards now. That's the point I'm making. If you want to buy something right now, you have to get it from a reseller because the reseller's already pre-ordered all the cards. There's literally no way to legit buy these cards and get them now unless you buy them from a reseller. Yes, you can pre-order 2, 3, 4 months down the line. I'm not doing that. I need the cards now. It's remarkable to me that I make a statement and then people contradict the statement, but then confirm the statement. Like I outright said, you can't just go buy the cards anywhere at retail. They don't exist because scalpers pre-order them all and buy them all and line up for them as soon as they show up. He says, no, you could just go to Shane's Cards and buy them. And I say, no, you can't. And then he says, yes, you can. You pre-order them.
It's really interesting because DSP is getting so frustrated that the chat is trying to give him advice or tell him to do certain things, and he knows people are just trying to gotcha him, and he chooses to react in a certain way.
Skyjogger, you have to understand something, okay? I just hate that everyone thinks they know so much better than me. It is very frustrating, okay? You have to understand, I'm the guy who streams, and I am trying to learn at an accelerated rate about all this and get into it and everything. All right? I'm trying to do the best I can. I want to have content for the viewers. People want me to get these and everything. I just don't like that people like to do the, oh, I got you because I know better than you. Right? Really, I know. Here, you're wrong and I'm right. You're wrong and I'm right. And then guess what? I'm right. I'm not trying to be aggressive. I'm not trying to be mean. I know the guy wants to help, but he didn't help. He literally went in a circle to just say exactly what I've already said. Why are people always so determined to disprove what I said? Like, oh, I got Phil. See, a big own today. I sent Phil 2 tips to tell him he's wrong just to confirm that he was right. What is up with these people? I just don't get it. Okay, I'm not trying to be a jerk. It's like, dude, why do you even act like that? You know, you say, I'm trying to help, but you didn't.
Keep in mind that this person donated $4 for DSP to try to own him in a somewhat rude and passive-aggressive fashion.
What you tried to do is say that I'm wrong and I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm right and I know what I'm talking about. Why are you desperate to prove me wrong? Do you think it's going to be some big own? Are you going to make a big video about it? I own the DSP. I said that there were cards available, and he said they weren't, and they were. Oh, but they weren't. He has to pre-order them.
Like, come on, man. You're just talking about Pokemon cards here. It's really not worth getting that frustrated. The chat is just determined to prove you wrong. But seems you are just as determined and giddy to prove the chatters wrong too. DSP made some updates to his donation notifications.
I added 2 new flexing animations for contributions, yes. So if you either gift a sub on Kick, or if you do a super chat under $5, you have a randomized chance to get a flexing animation on the stream. So we have 3 flexes now. We still have the frog flex, and now we have 2 new flexes. Yep. 3 flexing animations now on the stream. I totally forgot to mention it because we got all caught up with the Pokemon stuff. Okay? So there you go. That's right. You said you wanted more flexes. I give you more flexes. I give you what you want. There you go.
I think I remember one person asking one time for this. I could honestly be cool with less flex animations. Then he spent some time to hang out with the chat.
All right, goodbye. People are fucking weirdos, man.
DSP is fighting with himself to open up a Pokemon card pack for free or not.
Oh, this pack feels chunky, too. Ooh. This pack feels chunky. It does. Ooh. Super Bonchan says the biggest flex on your trolls would be right now to open a pack for free. You're right. Let's do it. Let's open a pack. Okay.
He really spends a lot of time thinking about his haters.
For the record, you know, the reason I'm doing this is to terrorize, you know, the people who it drives nuts, the detractors. They are so upset this week that I had a great week with support because of the Pokemon cards. They're, like, ripping their hair out of their fucking heads. They cannot stand when I have any kind of success whatsoever. So the fact that we tried something new this week and it worked and my fans loved it, they can't stand it. They're very, very upset. So that's why I'm doing this, to tease them, because I love making them feel miserable since they try to make my life a living hell. It's good to be able to get them back.
Maybe he likes strip feeding them attention for views. Is he the one secretly manipulating the trolls to keep him relevant here in 2026? Because it really is a win-win for everyone. The trolls have fun, DSP fans have fun, the React channels like Diorio and Kino Casino have fun. Everyone's benefiting off of DSP being trolled, even DSP. This is like the 10th time over the course of a week of him talking about not doing text-to-speech.
Kino Enjoyer, again, I have to reiterate something. I do a text-to-speech call-in show, and I make $10,000 on that show, which would by far be the most I've ever made on a single broadcast. And then I get banned because someone said the N-word. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter that I made $10,000 because now I can't make a living anymore. And now I got to struggle, and I got to find an alternate place to stream. Do I full-time stream just on Kick? Do I try to stream on Rumble? How do I get my fan base to come over from YouTube to one over there? Forget it. It's the short-term profits is not worth being screwed over in the long term. Okay? That simple.
It's really funny to me that the chat keeps suggesting this, and Phil just has to turn it down every time. After that, he plays his highlights.
And there goes my sex bot. What is going on in this game, dude?
And now we're back to DSP playing 007. I don't know what flipped in DSP's head about this game. Maybe he's coming back with the original notion that the game is bad because people got early access to review the game. Because he won't stop bitching and moaning throughout the game.
I can't skip the cutscene. We already saw it.
Hotel in the high Tatra mountains of Slovakia.
He had a lot of fun playing the game earlier. Now it feels like he's mentally checked out because the game stopped being a tutorial and is actually being a game now. I don't know how he's so bad at this game. He can't even focus on the basic dialogue in this conversation.
One of the bellhops is a no-show. Didn't even call in sick. He's so fired.
At least the temp agency is fast. They sent a replacement already. Tall, blonde guy.
Right. I just ran into him in the laundry. Easy on the eyes. Strange accent, though.
Okay.
There's no bellhop, that's for sure. Time to do the laundry.
Stop.
Time to do the laundry? That's our objective, huh? We're gonna go do laundry now? Why? Why are we going to do the laundry? Where did they get that connection?
The game very painfully and clearly explained why 007 wants to go to the laundry room.
The game hasn't explained why we're going down here, but I guess we're going down here.
It did! It explained! Strap in because this is a monumental crash out.
Stalking Tiger says, I think he was talking about pre-ordering the upcoming sets. You can walk into a store and buy a box of Mega Evolution right now at Shane's store. Okay, Stalking Tiger, hold on a second. Do you live here? Did you walk into Shane's store and try? I mean, seriously. Why are people so intent on telling me that I'm wrong and I'm doing everything that I do in my life wrong? Okay? Why?
Because this is how you react when people do that, and it's extremely entertaining.
I want you to think about what you're saying to me. Everywhere these things are sold out. They're sold out at Target. They're sold out at Walmart. They're sold out at every vending machine. Why would the card store magically have stock?
Oh, Phil, they're lying to you.
If everywhere else is sold out, why would the card store specifically have magical boxes of these cards sitting in the back ready to be purchased?
They know this. They're fucking with you.
What you're saying makes no sense. And even if it's true, I literally didn't know about the existence of this card store until the podcast this morning. That was 3 hours ago. So at what time did I have a chance to go to the card store and see if they had cards? Like, what are we talking about right now? I'm streaming a game.
And he keeps going.
I just don't understand why people are so intent. Like, everything I do, you have to micro-analyze it and say I'm doing it wrong. Seriously, it gets frustrating. Do you understand? Like, I didn't even know the shop existed until this morning. I didn't even buy Pokemon cards until 1 week ago. Okay? This isn't like, oh, Phil's been doing this for a year and he keeps buying from online scalpers and, you know. So, can we all chill? Can we just relax?
You are the one responding to this.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. I really don't. If someone can explain this to me, like why everyone is so intent. Oh, Phil said this morning he's going to order another box. So now everyone's coming to stream and telling him he's doing it wrong. Go to a local card store. Dude, I'm on a stream. So Stalking Tiger says, I'm telling you right now, they're not sold out in trading cards game stores. They get dozens and dozens of cases before their premium store because they're premium stores and they get more than Walmart. Okay, so let me ask you this question. Why does it sell out at Walmart, Target, and the vending machines if you can at any moment just walk into a card store and buy a box? Why would they even be sold online at a premium price if you could walk into a store right now and buy a box? Do you see that what you're saying makes no logical sense? If it's readily available in stock somewhere right now, local to everyone, why would they pay online?
He must really hate 007 this much that he'd rather be mad at the chat than play the game.
So now here's what's going to happen. Even though I have absolutely no intent and I can't do this anyway, people are going to start harassing this fucking card store. You realize that, right? Like right now, probably my trolls are calling the card store and saying, hey, do you have Pokemon cards? Do you know that there's a streamer named Darksydephil and he wants Pokemon cards? Well, when he comes, be sure not to sell them to him. I'm not kidding you. They're doing it right now because you're all talking about it. How do people not understand how the fucking internet works? I'm lost. Do you not understand that that's literally what's happening right now? Because if I right now brought up that I'm going to get food from somewhere, they call the restaurant. If I bring up that I'm going to go somewhere, they call and harass the business. So the fact that so many of you are bringing up a card store on my stream literally means that I can't go to the card store. You know that, right? I mean, you don't? You don't get that? It's not paranoia. It's my reality. This is what these fucking people do. So now, I'm not kidding. Now, I'm not going to the card store because I know if I do, they'll get harassed. You understand that? So I've just had enough. Like, can we play 007? Why the fuck are we even talking about Pokemon cards right now? Can I play this game? Is that satisfactory that I'm able to play a game on my game stream? Why are we even talking about this?
What do you mean, why are we talking about Pokemon cards? You know this is a one-person stream, right? You don't have to talk about anything you don't want to.
I know, what a way to live. I can't just chill and play 007. I have to have people specifically coming to my stream to tell me that I'm doing things horribly in the wrong way, despite the fact I didn't even know that this existed until 3 hours ago, and I've been on the stream for 3 hours. Like, do you understand how insanely ridiculous this is? And unfair and unrealistic? Well, I have to pee. I'm going to go pee, and then we're going to come back and we're going to continue with this mission. Okay? So I'll be right back. How about this? How about this one? I will buy cards however I want. People will like it, and they'll shut the fuck up about it because it's my money. I can buy it from a scalper. I can buy it from eBay. I can buy it from Shane's Cards. I can buy it from Target, Walmart, and it's none of anyone's fucking business because I do it and you don't. How about that? That's the end-all, be-all of everything. I will do it how I want, and you'll like it. And if you don't like it, I don't care. Okay? All right. Period. I don't care about any of this. I'll take care of it in my own time off stream. And we have enough of this nonsense. Like, what? Why am I being distracted during my 007 stream about this? Boy, am I glad I stopped recording. You know, like, this is stupid.
When he comes back, he's in a super bad mood and complains about his donations. And then some people are complaining about the game and calling it boring. I was having fun watching the gameplay. There must be some people that just come in to call whatever game he plays boring just to piss him off.
Basically, everyone just kind of sat around and said, wow, this game's kind of boring. And we had an underperforming stream for the premiere. This is the second stream, and I had over $60+ of support during the podcast. Since we've played the game, I have made $2. Well, I take that back. There was $2 from Stalking Tiger, and I think 1 or 2 tips, so we made like $5. So if this game is not interesting, we're not going to play it again. You know, I'm trying to investigate what it is. It seems like it's going to be kind of like Hitman, at least this part. I don't know if the entire game's like that or not. It seems like there's more to it. But if people are already bored, you know what I'm saying? If people are already fucking bored with the game, then I don't think we should waste more time on it. Let's play. Let's finish this mission. Let's finish the stream. And if that's that, then fuck it.
Does he even realize that he's trying to shame people enjoying the stream to donate? It just feels so manipulative and disrespectful to any potential audience you could grow from this content.
All right, well, let's continue. It would be great to get support if to be frank with you, I don't know if I want to do a 3rd and 4th stream of the game if no one cares about it. You know?
Watching him crash out at dying at the game is fucking hilarious.
I can't see, dude. The camera angle is terrible. It keeps sticking in the corner and you can't fucking see anyone coming at you. Genius fucking shit, huh? Genius.
What are you talking about? It looked fine to me.
I can't see. I can't see. Gee, thanks. You have to fight 2 enemies, but the camera doesn't focus properly on anyone, so it just fucking spins around. You can't see anyone attacking you. This is just so stupid. Out of nowhere, the game turned from stealth and being careful into an all-out explosion gunfest.
You were complaining about it being too slow earlier.
I'm speechless. Who wrote this? Look at that. Did you see the cap was stuck? The blue cap was stuck in midair.
Don't you have somewhere you need to be, Bond?
Now it's clear that he's trying to look for any little detail to try to shit on the game. You can't open it in such a way that the cap is still stuck to the bottle.
Let's complete our briefing and gear for the next mission, and that's what we'll call it for today. I mean, at this point, I really don't know how to react to this game at all.
And he spends the rest of the stream shitting on the game, and that ends the first stream of the last day. Now on to the very last DSP stream we will be covering. Let's see if DSP can end strong.
Alrighty, everybody, good evening. How y'all doing? Welcome to the late stream, and it is Friday. So you know what that means. It's Friday Night Fights. Let's hope for a good week this week. I'll be honest, it wasn't great. Support, sadly, was pretty slow. I am hoping that people will come out tonight for Friday Night Fights, because, you know, when I can do it, I love doing Street Fighter in the rotation. I really, really do. So I hope that you guys are here to chill and have a good time.
So he loves doing Street Fighter, but only if he gets donations is what I'm getting here. I hope you're having a good time, but you must donate to me. God, my DSP impression sucks. And I know that's not what he's saying, but that is 100% the vibe he's giving. I don't know why, but I'm not having very high hopes to watching him play Street Fighter. He gives shoutouts to early chatters at the top of the stream as he usually does. He also gives some updates for upcoming streams, and says he bought a new set of Pokemon cards. He makes some funny comments about his hair.
My hair's sticking up right here. What is going on? Look at this. My hair's sticking up right there. See it? It's weird. I don't know why it's doing that.
Personally, that minor tuft of his hair is not something anyone was looking at or cares about. And I hope he knows that, because that's just sad, man.
Also, we had no support whatsoever from Kick earlier today. None. We didn't get a sub. We got no kicks, nothing. So it would sure be great if tonight, if some of you were here and chill and enjoying the content, if you could actually support the stream, that would be nice.
Dude, chill. It's a fucking miracle you get any support on Kick. Someone sends an emote to DSP. He tries to add it to his Kick, but he can't quite figure it out.
Doesn't work. I give up. Fuck this. What a waste of my time. Why does nothing ever just work easily? It's not possible. There. There's a new emote being added to the Kick chat right now. It took so goddamn long. I certainly hope we're going to get some Kick support tonight. I mean it. Because I just went out of the way to get that set up because the thing was a major pain in the ass. We better get some Kick support tonight. Some subs and some kicks. Let's go. Look at the emote I just gave all of you.
And then he tries to guilt trip the Kick chat to donate them because apparently it was so hard to add that emote. But again, it works. It somehow works.
Suku, thanks for 100 kicks.
And 1 minute later, he's begging for donations again.
Let's rally some Kick support tonight, because here's the truth. If we were getting consistent Kick support, every single stream this week would have been amazing. Like earlier today, the stream was good, but it would have been better if a few people on Kick supported. It would have been a great stream. Let's get a sub right now. Let's get our first sub of the night on Kick right now. Let's go. Who's it going to be? Let's get 1 sub on Kick right now. I just gave you this amazing new emote. Let's get 1 sub on Kick right now.
And again, I don't know what's going on in this universe, but it works.
Be More Righteous with a 500 kicks says W Palette emote. Palette Stein will be free. Thank you, Be More Righteous, for 500 kicks.
It's really blowing my fucking mind that he gets rewarded for being a douchebag. And immediately, again, he asks for more donations.
Now, let's get our first sub. We got our first actual major kicks. Now let's get 1 sub on Kick. Let's go.
He's like the homeless people on South Park. You give him change and he acts like he never received anything.
I've been saving up for a new Xbox game, but I think you could use the money a lot more than I could. Listen, I want you to take this. It's $20.
Got any more?
No, I thought that was a lot.
Spare any change?
You're welcome.
Detractors Are Jealous has gifted a sub over on Kick. We got our first gifted sub of the night. Thank you, Detractors Are Jealous.
Next, we watch him play some Street Fighter.
He's doing turbo hands, which isn't allowed in tournament play. You can't do that. You cannot use a turbo controller to get instant hands with any character. You'd immediately be eliminated from the tournament if you did that. And he's cheating with the lag bullshit. So here I am trying to do my stuff. I couldn't get walk forward super at all. He got it. I couldn't do walk forward super once. It doesn't fucking work. It's too laggy.
My god, he just started and he's already crying, bitching, and pissing about this game. DSP does an online queue to match with players, but the only other person playing Street Fighter is the same person playing as E Honda, and it just happens over and over again. DSP plays a variety of characters, but it's pretty boring watching him try to beat the same one over and over again, because his commentary doesn't really change throughout.
That was Flash Kick. I can't block. I can't, dude. It's actually unblockable online. He could do it the whole round. I can't stop it. And there's no skill to it. He's just doing the throw and he's holding up already. And then he's just mashing the button. And I can't even block it online because the game is lag. What a terrible fucking player. Again, the matches aren't fun against this guy because he's learned how to abuse how bad this collection is and get away with the fact that you can't punish his sloppy play. Instant, fierce punch hands, no reversals. Yeah, this is the only guy I'm going to play all night because no one else plays this collection. I got to play other games.
After what feels like an eternity, he finally does match with other players. Even when DSP starts winning after fighting new players, it's still not a very fun game to watch.
Ooh, I got Basil Bear. Okay. Whoever this is, finally somebody new.
Funny enough, he does run into a few stream snipers while playing the game. This username is called Philtard Doxed Shane's Cards. I think that's a reference to the card store he was considering shopping at. Not that there's anything wrong with DSP's gameplay after he starts matching with better players. I think I just might not personally enjoy watching Street Fighter. Also, it's really hard to tell who's who, since it only says first player versus second player, but I think it's been flip-flopping this whole time. He has a troll on YouTube making a bunch of sock puppet accounts, which kind of adds to the repetitive commentary, since he can't talk to the chat really.
You guys gotta understand, sadly, there's a troll on YouTube tonight who's made 1 million sock accounts, and I just keep banning him. I'm just not saying anything. That's why, because people in Kick are like, oh, Phil's not really talking to the chat. No, I can't. Every time I look at chat, this idiot has 10 more accounts, so I'm doing my best to handle it.
He claims he had fun, so that's good. This is definitely my least favorite game I have seen him play.
Friday Night Fight's pretty fun this week, admittedly. Had a good time. Thanks to everyone who chilled and supported. And we'll definitely do it again next week as a result.
But I do have to wonder if he would have said that if he didn't get any donations during the stream. He opens up 2 more Pokemon card packs, he doesn't pull anything interesting, and he ends the stream by saying he's going to be taking Saturday off and recapping some highlights of the week. And that's it. We finally finished watching a full week of DSP.
They have a good night and peace out, everyone.
Well, here we are, everyone. What a wild ride. Let's take a look at some of the questions we set at the start of the video. Number 1, what is DSP's content? Well, unsurprisingly, about 80% of his content is him playing a variety of games or discussing video games. When he's actually enjoying the game and not crashing out, it's actually not a bad time. Unironically, watching someone play a game with terrible video game instincts is actually a pretty unique and fun experience. I think that's the case because most channels that want to be a dedicated gaming channel are decent video game players with good video game instincts, but not DSP. I would say he has the same natural gaming instincts as someone like Girl with a Microphone, which is crazy because Kate didn't dedicate her life to gaming. The other 20% of his content was a variety of different things, like the Pokemon card saga, stuff like DSP Tries It, talking about his life, and dedicating a lot of time to talking with his chat. He's surprisingly good at picking up on what the chat's doing. He acknowledged my chats every time I was chatting in the streams. 2, is he worthy of having so many haters that catalog his every minute? So this was a really interesting question for me to think about. During the editing process, I learned about raw fill. I'm not sure how these VODs are created, if they are automated or if someone has to manually set up every recording session, but it's actually a surprisingly useful product to have both the YouTube and the Kick live chat on at the same time. It creates a way better viewing experience. During my editing, I wanted to watch some more of DSP's Fire Red playthrough, and DSP talked to the chat so much during the VOD that I really wanted to see what other people were saying. And having the chat on the screen was way more fun than the official DSP version. As creepy as this concept may be, this is actually good content, and DSP should try to replicate this style. But when it comes to somewhere like his Reddit community, this is more of a mixed bag. I think clipping some of the outrageous things he says is pretty fun, especially clipping him crashing out during video games. That's all good fun, and I don't even think DSP would mind it. I think it crosses a line when it just becomes straight up bullying, like all the posts talking about his body or his marriage, or when people are just making stuff up. Like guys, clipping DSP and criticizing his endless greed and horrible video game playthroughs is so easy. This could have easily been a 3 or 4 hour video. And I can see the hypocrisy of me talking about DSP and its content for a week, but I think some people on Reddit, like most Reddit communities, are just taking things a little too far. And 3, what can be done to improve his content? Honestly, content-wise and his strategy, I don't think really needs to change too much, especially considering most people online have determined that he actually makes really good money from his streams. What I think it really comes down to is DSP's personality and whether or not that needs to change. But I think there's a part of him that likes being a villainous character, but there's also another side of him that just wants to have a chill gaming stream. At the very least, I think he needs to stop getting distracted by chat if he actually wants to have a fun gaming experience. I think his podcasts are pretty boring, but at the same time, they also produce the most clips of him going crazy on his chat. I'm personally at odds at which version of himself he should focus on. So I'm personally at a loss. Maybe at the very least, I would suggest toning down the insane greed and begging for donations. What I wasn't expecting was to find some redeeming qualities in his content, and I think I might actually check out his streams in the future, and I do check out his Reddit on a weekly basis to see a good clipping crash out from him. With that being said, I'm going to rank DSP on the streamer tier list. Thank you everyone for watching. Please be sure to hype the video. We've been getting really close at the #1 spot for hyped videos, which is crazy since we only have about 7,000 subscribers. And I think this video has the potential to hit the top 3. And make sure to check out my sticker website, Small Bean Services, if you want to support the channel or become a member. Subscribe, like, and let me know who you think should be covered next. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.